up? What's up? It's the Art the Moats experience with Deke. I'm Art the Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, everything is good, bro. You know how it is, man. Living the dream, can't complain. You fresh, bro. I like the shirt. I see the into the AM.
Yeah.
I like that.
One of the
hair.
OG sponsors.
Shout out to the OG sponsors, bro.
Yeah, I got it trimmed up a few days ago. I think it was late last week because I got a wedding coming up, so I just got it trimmed up a little bit.
Love. Shout out to Love.
Yeah.
You getting married?
No.
You sure?
Definitely not.
Because we know you got your baby mamas out here. We know you've been linked to, multiple relationships at various points in time throughout the podcast. We just didn't know if, it was your time.
Nah,
I'm a big supporter, man. You know,
time.
I give great birthday, wedding gifts. All right, so if it's wedding time, bro, like I'm looking forward to celebrating you. Okay.
Do I gotta get my? I guess I have to. I was gonna say I'm in the wedding. Do I still gotta get him a gift?
Yes.
All right. What do you suggest then? If you give great wedding gifts.
Well, first off, what is he like? Is he a outdoorsman? Is he a shoe person? Is he a sports person?
Great question.
I know you like to golf.
He's a golfer.
Okay.
Not as good as me, but
ooh, hey,
thinks he is. But
hey, put some respect on him there. I like it. So shoot, with that then, obviously the layup is any type of, merch from one of these U.S. Opens, one of these tour events. That's like the simple thing. Other alternatives are tickets to something. We know U.S. Open is coming to town next year. I don't know how much you like them, though. That depends on how much you like them.
I'm gonna be going with him for sure. It's gonna be. He's gonna be a part of my group of friends that are going.
I was like, are you treating him like you could treat him to like, yo, I got you, da 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 da.
Don't I gotta get a gift for both of them though?
Yes and no. You could separate the gifts because this is your men's. Your men's is marrying the lady, but that's your men's. Like my gifts are to my men's. Like
she's, they've been together probably 3-4 years, so she's a
part of the gang too, though.
Yeah, she's.
Okay.
I would consider her a friend now too. She's a part of the friend
so that's
group.
good.
But obviously,
that's very
my
valuable
long-term
information.
friend.
That's very because that adds.
It's
to
not
it,
like she's this complete outsider or anything.
Because for us it was like, yo, I've known my man's way longer. It's nice to meet you. We go love you because you rocking with him, but.
She's kind of got incorporated
she's a
and
part of the
adopted
gang.
into the bigger friend group.
Okay, so then less focusing on him, think more group activity. What do they like? So maybe you get him a dinner somewhere, man, or like a couple spa day. I got them options, man.
Cash isn't the right message.
Gift card is usually nicer than cash, even though it's the exact same thing. I just feel like they be frowning upon
I'm a big cash
nowadays,
guy,
bro. I will hit you with the Visa gift card. The Visa gift card undefeated, bro.
Listen, I've definitely just handed cash from hand to hand as a gift
card?
with no card.
Come on,
at
bro.
weddings.
You gotta put it in a card at least, D. Congrats on your big day. Big Deke energy. Like something, bro. Come on, man.
I had a bunch of
Deke's like, y'all got some hundreds in here.
Yeah, that's what I did. I think I had like 520s or something. And I just daffed up my dude and said, hey, man, here's my gift. Hope you enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's
You
memorable
are funny,
at least
man.
that way.
You are funny for that, bro.
I've done that at least once or twice. But the more recent gifts I've done, it's money and a card. A little more professional, a little bit more buttoned up.
Do they have
I've never done the actual gift.
So you've never even looked on
That's
the
why I'm
registry
asking.
then? Because I was going to say, like,
No.
So sometimes, like, if they don't have
I don't even
registry,
think I've RSVP'd.
Jeez, Deke.
I'm in the wedding. They know I'm going.
God, dog. So I was going to say, like, for me, I've had some where my friends have already had, like, a registry. So from there, I'm just going to go find, now, of course, like, whatever is the nicest item you have up there. We're going to make sure that, we getting the nicest one for you and whatever else we might in our heart want to get. But if you don't have registry, then it's like, all right, now you got to put our thinking caps on. Think something through. But yeah, man, I like weddings, bro. I'm all for that, man. I'm waiting for you to get married, man.
No.
Yeah, between you, TG, Dom, Tyler, I'm like, somebody gonna get married next up, man. And when it happens, hey, party. Like, yeah.
Me and TG are probably least likely out of those four.
My brother-in-law has a wedding coming up. Yeah.
Most likely,
Dom
I'd
is
say.
definitely. I feel like he's in the queue. Like if brother-in-law is getting married next month, Dom is like right on deck. Yeah.
That
Then
might
after
be
that,
in a couple years.
I don't know who is who. Yeah. It's fun though, man.
I don't know what Tyler's situation is, but I think just from not even like knowing him at all, I think he's got a better chance than me or TG.
You are funny, bro. He said, I don't know about y'all, but I know me and I know TG. Hey, man, we got time. We got time.
I don't think either of us are in a rush.
Knowing both of y'all, I'm laughing because I think you're actually right. I'm like, you know what? That's a proper assessment of the situation. I think I would write it down the exact same way, man.
Yeah, do you even know Tyler's relationship situation?
I know enough to know that he's not on deck. I definitely know that Dom is on deck.
He's on deck, but he's in the hole.
Yeah, I would put him there way before you in TG. Without even going, yeah. But that's what makes it good, though, man. That's the balance of the team. You know, you got to have just the full gamut, man. Yeah. They call it diversity. Yeah. Diversity, man.
So I ran across a stat yesterday I think you'd really like.
All right, talk to me, man.
Only 2 quarterbacks in the league are undefeated right now.
Uh-oh.
And have 0 turnovers to their name.
I'm listening. Baker Mayfield's one, right? Is Baker up there?
No.
I'm surprised if not Baker. I think you said no turnover or no interception. Let me get the clarification.
I think it's no turnovers.
Okay.
Does Baker have an interception? He must have a turnover. He's not on the list.
I think he has a turnover then. All right, okay.
It's 2 quarterbacks.
All right, I'm nervous. All right. I know it's not Kirk. It can't be Kirk.
I can't believe you brought him up right now.
Well, he had a game winner last night. I fell asleep on it. You would have been proud of me. You didn't even see it.
You didn't deserve to see it.
I know.
You don't even deserve to talk about him today. I don't want to hear any gloating about Kirk Cousins. You had your chance.
I felt so slimy, Deke. I felt so slimy about it, bro. I was just like, did I wake up and literally me and my homie were texting too, bro. And we both did the same thing. Both passed out halftime. We woke up. I was like 4 in the morning. I looked at my phone. Kirk Cousins clutch game with it. I say, what?
It was methodical too. It was really good.
I said, no, I missed it. No.
Yeah.
And I instantly thought of you. I was like, this is what I get. God don't like ugly. I was in here acting like a straight little lady about the situation because he was in prime time. I can't even boast about it.
And I gave you 6 points.
Bro, this is at 4 in the morning.
Plus 6 or 6.5, right?
Deke, at 4 in the morning, bro. I was embarrassed with myself. I'm just like.
You did deserve that.
I was just like, yo, wow, this is crazy, man. Yeah. Didn't even get to see it. I'm like, yo, the one time you give me that, I didn't even get to watch it. Oh. And because you sent the stuff so early, I had no reason to be up. And that's what happened. So I ended up, I got a little activated a little earlier in the night. Usually just a little bit later in the night. I blame you for this. I'm seeking comfort, D.
Well, the game should have been over. Saquon Barkley.
I saw that as well, man.
Supposed to be a pretty good receiving back, right?
Yeah, I did see that, man.
Holy hell. Right in his hands. I get you could argue don't even pass it or anything, but you would think a Jalen Hurts pass, a little dump off to Saquon Barkley is a sure thing.
Into the flats, yeah. And I looked at the pass because once again I told you I missed it. So in my mind I'm like, it had to be some type of like crazy wacky off shoulder like something Jalen Hurts he throw. When I looked at the play, I'm like, no way, Saquon. No way. That was like he threw the little touch on it, hit you right in your hands, was leading you. You didn't have to go backwards, go down, up. I was like, man.
First down, game over.
Yeah, that was tough. That was a tough one to see, man.
They obviously could have ran it. That would have killed one of the Falcons' timeouts.
Yeah.
But I like the call. I like the being a little aggressive and just trying to close it out right then and there. Trusting your playmakers.
And I'm sure
because even if you didn't get the first down, you catch it, get tackled, that still should have been complete.
And you still probably don't believe that, Kirk Cousins is really going to march the field when you actually do it in the dark.
Well,
usually he's scared of the dark, bro.
Well, blind squirrel catches a nut every once in a while.
Hey, that's an outlier if I've ever seen one. Let that be an outlier lesson, all right? Now, what you can do is learn from this outlier situation. Don't fall for the outlier. I've seen the New Orleans Saints game. You fall for it, and then that's how you get got, and now you start to resent Kirk. That's why Deke don't like Kirk. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to say this is a great outlier situation, but I'm going to need him to do it again, and at least 3 times. If he can give me 3 prime times.
He's had some game-winning drives recently. They were showing some stats with him, how he's been heating up a little bit over the last couple of years in clutch moments. I still don't believe in him in the playoffs, though.
This is the thing.
That's my bigger thing.
As a cumulative, it gets you. You know what I mean? Because that's when you start to stack it over each other. But situation, you got some moments where it's like, yo, Kirk make you feel good. That was a you like that type of game. Literally, when I woke up to the group text, my man's in all caps. You like that? He from Atlanta. He a Falcons fan. He was, you like that? I'm like, dang, bro, I really miss Kirk. Like, no. I felt bad about it, but I deserved it.
I heard someone give the take. I think it was on one of the after shows yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was Ryan Clark. He said that Saquon Barkley, by dropping that pass, literally just saved the Falcons' season.
I can see that.
Because you gave the Falcons that opportunity to have this clutch game-winning drive.
Now they got life and they believe in themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
exactly.
Belief.
They could be sitting here 0-2.
Yep.
Back-to-back losses, back-to-back like ugly performances by the offense.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, there might not be as much belief in a Kirk Cousins or just the whole new operation they got going
and think about how loud it would get if you lose 2 in a row to start the season off. The first game was to the Steelers where your offense looked really bad, multiple turnovers, and then you turn around, you lose to the Eagles in primetime where everybody's watching. Yeah, people are going to start to be pushing the panic button. People are going to have the doubts already on Cousins, and then knowing that you got a Michael Penix Jr. sitting behind him, the natural progression is, when do we get to see the young guy? When do you put him out there to provide that spark? So I agree, man. That win was pretty big for them boys, man.
And then on the other side, Eagles, they might be trending downwards. That's got to be bad vibes right there.
Yeah.
I mean, with how you ended last season,
and
then to lose this game the way that you did, man.
Yeah.
Because Hurts even had a chance at the end.
I thought Hurts was playing well yesterday. From what I saw.
He did, and then
bro.
When it was that final minute, that final drive, he just chucked one up, and it was a pick.
You know who it was again, huh?
Who picked it off? I honestly can't remember.
Jesse Bates.
Was it? Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, it was one of the safeties. It was one of the guys back there.
I was like, oh, we already said it already. Okay, I see you, Jesse. Nope. You know he led the league in picks last year, right?
Yeah, he's still not as good as Minka. Jalen, he threw it right to him. I mean, it was an overthrow.
You know, would you wait? I'm just saying, he got him one.
He's a good player. He could be number 2 or 3 safety, just not number 1.
I was about to say, because
just like edge rushers. Hey, you know, Myles Garrett, you could be 2. Mike Parsons 2, 3, whoever. T.J. Watt's 1.
Yeah, I'm with you.
No debate in my mind.
I'm with you. But yeah, man.
Oh yeah, you still didn't take a guess on the stat, though.
Yeah,
or you guessed Baker Mayfield. I'll give you another guess or two.
All right. Well, I know my boy. He had no turnover. He got I don't know if they count that though. That's my only thing. Like, they had a weird snap situation, so I don't know if that's going to count as his turnover. But if you're just saying no picks, I know my boy ain't throw no picks through 2 weeks.
Who's your boy? 17.
Come on, man. Who you think?
I thought it'd be Fields, maybe.
I like Fields. He's growing on me. But you know how I feel about 17. It's like when I seen 7 at the golf course. Instantly you start, oh, that's 7. You know who it is. You know how it go. You don't refer to him as 2 yet, do you? I like that.
I will after this week if we win.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
good thing I didn't buy that Rush jersey yet.
So check this out. I'm glad you said that. I literally joked with my son because he wanted both jerseys. I'm like, yo, should we wait a little bit longer to see, like, you know, who's going to be the guy so you can know? He's like, no, Dad, I still just want both jerseys. I like both of them in Steelers. So I was like, okay, that was a different. I thought he was waiting to kind of like hedge his bet, like what you kind of saying, what I was kind of trying to do.
Mason.
Yeah.
That kind of counts, right?
I just wear it from the front. They can't tell.
Yeah. If I'm wearing the 2 jersey here, all you're going to see is 2.
They can't tell. And
if I'm down at the stadium and I'm recording a video, so all you're going to see is 2. No one knows. And if anything, it's a good mojo jersey.
I would agree.
Because of how Mason did last year.
I would agree, man.
And I think the mojo is carrying over to the number this year with Fields.
I would agree, man. I would agree.
So what's your guess?
All right. I will go. It can't be Tua, because he had turnovers this game. I'm going to go Josh Allen.
It's undefeated and no turnovers.
Right, undefeated. Because the Eagles lost.
There's only a handful of teams that are undefeated.
Kyler's already lost. Yeah.
I think it's like 6 or 7 teams.
Are the Texans undefeated?
Yeah, they beat the Colts week 1. Close game.
But I feel like they had a turnover. Because you said no turnovers and undefeated.
No
Justin Fields. Give me Justin Fields and Josh Allen. Now, when in doubt, go for my squads.
That's the stat.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's serious.
Yo, that's crazy. I like it. Because you said the undefeated part, and that's the other added. It's like, hold on, you can't have lost it. It's only a handful of undefeateds. Only a handful of them that haven't had turnovers and actually look good. Yeah. I like it. Shout out. Okay.
I really do feel like Fields is playing in that top 15 range right now.
Okay.
He's playing good.
I like it.
because there's been a lot of other quarterbacks. I get some of them have more pedigree, more experience, the bigger name to this point, but there's just been a lot of bad quarterback play.
It's been a lot. Yeah. I mean, we've seen
Fields just staying steady, I think, gets him in that.
Yes.
At least he's been average. At least he's been top 15-ish, I think.
Hey, look, between Fields being steady, the other name I thought of it was Baker, because like I said, with him, I know he's been playing really well, but I just didn't know the turnover part. And yeah, because they're undefeated too.
I don't know
he had
if
a
he's
turnover.
got a pick or not.
Yeah.
He maybe threw one in the
Lions game.
Because he definitely did in week 1. Yeah. I think that was clean.
Yeah, he was like, he balled out week 1. Yeah, because he got player of the week. Yeah, I like it. Okay, well, hey man, we're gonna keep this thing rolling like that for both parties. Hey, let's keep that stat. I like that stat for the rest of the year. Let's keep that one. We scoring, no turnovers, and staying undefeated. We won't play each other this year into the AFC Championship game, so it's all good.
I'm good with just one name remaining on that stat.
Don't do that. Because you can't, because what if Russ turns around and he's the guy? Then you can be over here like, all right, we got to add Russ to the convo. So we're just going to keep it as long as it's whoever it is for both of those teams. Just, we'll just put them in the box together.
Well, I want us to keep rolling with Fields. So.
I'm with you, but you know how it is, man. New information. All right? New information. So, yeah. We just, obviously, Coach is talking or finished up talking, man, so shout out to him. At some point, we will react to his comments, man, because today we are going to be joined. We got a special guest pulling up on us, man, the Super Bowl 43 champ, Super Bowl 43 MVP, Santonio Holmes. He's going to jump on the show with us at 2 o'clock, man, so we're definitely excited to have a chat with him, man. He has some fun stuff going on in the city, man. He wants to talk about that on the show with us. And, of course, we got to pick his brain about how he feels about the current guys that are out there, man. So you already know to hit that like button one time for the coach here and to subscribe for that. TG, I did see people asking about TG. Normally he would be on, but our schedule is kind of all over the place today, so he's not going to be on today, but don't fret, man. He's going to get his time with us this week, man. All right? We for certain going to make sure he gets what he needs to get done, because he got to face this music, all right? He don't get to talk what he was talking and then just walk off into the sunset and be busy. Nah, that ain't how that's going to fly. So we definitely going to get that to go, man, all right? But on the front end, before we get too deep into this thing and then I mess around and forget, today's show is brought to you by none other than DraftKings Sportsbook, top-rated sports booking app in all of North America. You know they are safe, secure, and the best part, they are reliable. We love that about them. And we obviously know, man, that the season is here. And whenever it is a sports season, man, it's always fun to, add a little juice to the games, man. It gives you a little bit more purpose when you're watching it. But more importantly, when you are doing that, man, we know we got to have promo codes for you. We want to hook you up, so to speak. So when you first download the app, put in that promo code MOATS, all right? You're going to make your initial deposit of $5 and you'll receive $250 in bonus bets. It's a simple concept, man, and you can use that money to potentially win more money, man. Or, some of these anytime touchdowns that they got going on, or anytime scores that they got going on with some of these games. But on top of that, you also receive 1 month of NFL Plus Premium on the house. Shout out the DraftKings. Shout out. Now, you don't want to miss on these opportunities too, man. We know the seasons are continuing to get into this thing a little bit, man. All right, so you got to make sure you follow your squad, all right? But we also know that sometimes you get lost in the sauce, man. You might have that, addiction forming, creating a little bit of a gambling problem. And if that is the case, if you live in New York, it's a number that you can text. But for everybody else, the number to dial is 1-800-GAMBLER. I said 1-800-GAMBLER. I said, you better call 1-800-GAMBLER. Not back to regularly scheduled programming. Hey, you already know the drill, man. Drop it in the comment section where you're tuning in from, and then that way we'll give you those big boy shout outs to start today's show. And, of course, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel.
DC 53 is pumped about home, says LFG, Mr. Tony Totap.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We talking the Super Bowl 43 MVP. The champ is here.
Jaron, Pittsburgh Steelers for life from the 559, Visalia, California.
Let's get it. Hey, yo. I know y'all. All right, so hold on, D. Can I defend myself real quick, man? I got to defend myself, man. All right.
What happened?
They said, yo, we thought you was gonna hit him a little harder than that. They said I gave him a little bit of a chiller version. They said it was a tenor vibe today. I ain't go all the way up there on him today. It was a casual Tuesday. I just didn't know, man. You know, Pittsburgh Toddy said that sounded more like a strangled bear than a melodic angel. That kind of hurt my feelings a little bit, man. Like, dog, it was DC 50. I was supposed to bring it. I ain't give him enough. Is that how you felt, Deke? That wasn't a good performance, bro. It was Tuesday. I just hit him yesterday. Tuesday, we hit him again on Thursday. It's the back to back. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like you got to know yourself and what you can pull off.
You feel me? Like, I just tried to stay in range. I felt comfy right there. I'll do better next Thursday. I'm sorry. Mike Hood said must have been a late night. Yikes. I wish it was. I could have got a chance to see Kirk. I missed it. Fell asleep at the wheel. Shout out to golf. It got the best of me, man.
I can't even front.
Wow.
It was a really good final drive, too. It was very impressive.
Man, that really hurts. For you to say that, of all people, that
Very
hurts.
impressive.
That really hurts, man.
I tipped my cap to Kirk.
That really hurts.
I don't even think I had a hat on. I threw a hat on and tipped it. Yeah.
Wow. That kind of hurt me.
Kirk.
That kind of hurt me, man.
And I didn't mind it, too. I thought you'd like to see the Eagles lose.
I wanted to. I just, at the time, I just didn't think that was happening when I was watching the game, man.
An NFC matchup. If it's Eagles versus an AFC team, then I'd like to see the Eagles win because it'll help the Steelers. But
X Concepts called him primetime Captain Kirk. Like, what? He's never Captain Kirk in primetime. It's just Kirk. Jeez, man. I woke up to it saying Kirko.
Captain Kirk was clutch.
Yeah, it said Kirko. It said, you like that? Kirk Cousins with clutch game winning. I said, what? I missed this. Me of all people missed Kirk. Oh my goodness, man. Oh, that.
It actually had me thinking.
I deserved it, bro. I deserved
maybe
it.
I would pay Kirk Cousins $45 million as opposed
to
taking a chance on Bo Nix.
No,
any other of these rookie quarterbacks?
That's a bit much. That's a bit much, man.
It was a good drive.
That is a bit much. From you, that's a bit much, man. Don't you start that. Don't you start
Bo
that.
Nix
No,
was not
don't
one
you
of
start
these
that,
highly
man.
rated rookie
Don't
quarterbacks
you
for me.
start that. Don't you start that.
He
Don't
was
do me
last
like
on my
that.
list out of
Don't
this
you
group.
do me like that, man. That's actually kind of crazy, bro.
It actually got me thinking.
That's actually kind of crazy, man. Wow.
If you're talking about Penix, though, you're talking about Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels.
Different combo.
Yeah, I'm taking all those guys still over Kirk. But
Knicks right now, because Knicks was all
out
right.
of Knicks versus Kirk Cousins, I don't know. I don't know if he's built for this, to be honest. He's looking Bryce Youngish to me.
He just got benched too, bro. Like, you said it to me, and I thought I missed something, and then I looked, I was like, oh, it never really processed when you said it to me yesterday. It didn't click. I'm thinking like, oh, he's injured. That's what I took it as when you said it in here.
Maybe Sean Payton's scheme isn't as good as he thinks, and it was just that he had Drew Brees.
Man, you know what? That could also be the case. Drew make a lot of schemes look good, man.
Although Teddy Bridgewater and Jameis look pretty good in it.
But that's Teddy Two Gloves. And Jameis, come on, it's 30 for 30. You know Jameis. You ever pass for 5,000 yards and throw for 30 touchdowns in one season? Only elite quarterbacks can do that, baby.
I can't say
Jameis
that.
did that. He 5,000 passing, 30 touchdowns, man.
He looked respectable.
Name another one that's elite that did that.
Not over the course of a full season, though. I think it was for like 5 games the one year when like Brees got hurt. Jameis stepped in, was pretty solid.
And didn't he get hurt too?
Yeah, then Jameis got hurt.
And he never been good ever since he got hurt.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, a few more. Daniel Coleman, 330 Niles, Ohio. Loving the idea of Holmes joining. I'd like to be a kid in a candy shop to be able to talk to him. Love the show.
Let's go.
David Decker from the 585, Rochester, New York. Moats and Deke, what's happening? Happy Tuesday. Go Steelers. It is game week for me. I got a soccer tournament this Saturday.
Let's go. Turn up. Play that knuck if you buck. Get you warmed up for the, you know what I'm saying? For the pitch. That's what they call that. Soccer need a pitch. I feel real soccery when I call it the pitch. Yeah.
2 more. X Concepts, Claridge, PA, 724. We got to end the Broderick sabotage.
Ooh.
#sabotage7. D7.
Okay. 7 ain't look sabotage on that golf course. He said, look, we feel like we was sabotaged. We out there and he playing golf. That's the sabotaging that was going on. Other than that, yeah, ain't no much sabotaging on that man right now.
Jay Hayes, Jay from the 330 East Liverpool, Ohio. Now my dog is going crazy.
Oh, hey man, that's a classic right there though. My dog was literally going crazy too, man. But in the good, it's like crazy for joy. Like, oh my God, encore! I just can't believe it. Oh my God, I love this. That would it sound like.
900 Juice asks, Sabotage 3.
If Deke is the mastermind behind this, then yes, I say
No.
big sabotage.
No.
Big.
Nah, dude's just hurt.
Sabotage.
Dude's just not
Oh,
out there.
now dude's hurt. Now dude's just not out there. That's crazy.
He's not out
now
there.
he's hurt.
He's not out there, and we're winning games with Fields.
Wow. Now he's hurt. That's, jeez, man. Why y'all doing him like that, man? Why y'all doing 3 like that, man? Hey, Russ, stay unlimited, man. Don't be falling for what they talking. All right, your time coming. You know.
Hey,
this.
speaking of 7, you know who most recently switched their position on who the quarterback should be?
Oh.
7 even said it himself.
Can I hear it? What
He
happened?
said, even if Russ is healthy, I'm going with Fields.
When?
Just on his most recent podcast.
With the hat dude with Spence.
And he said, yeah. He said, even though I said if Russ was healthy after week 1, you would go with Russ in week 2. He's like, I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Fields. I'm switching my position. Stick with him.
Why he say that, man?
He said that.
Come on,
What
man.
can I say?
He said that. 900
He
you
likes-
said he said that?
He likes what he's saying.
That's wow. Somber said he did on the pod. Yo. He said it already?
You might be the last guy to buy in.
Man, don't put me on that. Don't put me on that. Oh man. Don't put me like that, man. It's just, you know how I feel about quarterbacks. It's like, yo, if the quarterback said, I'm trusting the quarterback when the quarterback talk. You feel me? Because that's quarterback talk. I've been an NFL quarterback. That's an NFL quarterback. Dang
You
good
didn't
one.
want to trust me in TG?
All I'm saying is, look, man. All I'm saying is, I need to hear this thing. Man. Y'all gotta go pull the. I gotta hear the clip, man, or something, man. Cause we ain't seen Rush just yet. We ain't seen him just yet. That's all I'm saying.
I think that's part of his point.
We ain't seen him just yet. Yeah, but y'all make it sound like he bad. We just ain't seen him. What if it's gonna be nicer?
I don't think it is.
But it's because you ain't seen it.
He's not going to give us the top end talent that Fields is giving us. Some of those rollout throws
I would
down
just
the
say
field,
this, though.
the
My
escapes.
only thing is we haven't given him an opportunity just yet because he's been hurt. The same way a month ago there was a lot of skepticism around Justin Fields' ability to do what he's doing in the games right now. But because he's got an opportunity, now we have new information. Russ just ain't had the opportunity just yet. Can't cap what he can and can't do. He just ain't had the opportunity yet.
I mean, I'd argue, though, I think he can continue to get better with Fields if we continue to give him the opportunity.
I mean, that's a fair argument either way. I just didn't know Seven had said that already, man. All right.
Well, it's looking like we're going to get Fields no matter what, though, in week 3.
This is also true, and we'll obviously react and discuss that a lot more in depth. But it is about that time, so I'm gonna go ahead and hit him
Who's
up.
calling who?
I'm calling him actually, man. All right, you know I like to be in the driver's seat, Deke. I like to be the one on the calling, make sure everybody's good to go. So I'm gonna call up Santonio real quick, make sure we all copacetic, and then after that, y'all let me hear from him. So hit the like button, subscribe, stay out of trouble. I'll be right back. My producer hat on.
If you have any questions for Santonio, drop them in the chat. We may use one or two of them.
You're supposed to keep talking right now. Why you stop like that, bro? Yeah, it is. Take some comments from the regular people.
All right, I'll read some comments in the time being. We got Bart Boschiato giving a Russ take. Says if Russ plays, give him an away game because Steeler fans going to eat him up. His first mistake, and then again, the road is sometimes our home as well. Yes, as we saw from the Atlanta game. And I think the Denver, I mean, we traveled well for the Denver game. I don't think it was as elaborate as the Atlanta game, though. X-Concepts 1 says, Fields struggles to process still, but is young. The legs and the dots downfield have been awesome, though, and give hope.
No, appreciate you again.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Santonio Holmes.
All right. You got me over there, baby?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ladies and gents, boys and girls, we told y'all he was going to be on. We got something fun in terms of what he has planned, but we also got to talk about these current guys. I'm talking none other than that Super Bowl 43 champion. I'm talking about that Super Bowl 43 MVP, none other than Mr. Santonio Holmes. Shout out to Tone Time MVP. How we doing over there, man?
Oh, man, I can't call it, man. What an introduction, man. What's happening, Moats?
Man,
What's
you know,
good,
I can't
guys?
complain, man.
What's the word?
Look. I should have said from the Ohio State. You know how it is. Can't forget about you.
Always.
Yeah, can't forget about
know.
your guys and stuff like that, man.
Man, the Buckeyes are doing their thing right now.
Shoot, man. They got a dope receiver over there, too, is what I'm seeing as well,
Oh,
man.
my God.
Say he's supposed to be the best ever when he's done.
Come on. Hey, when I say this program has really changed, society, you know what I mean? Like, people really want to come from all over the world to see a Buckeye play football, yo. Like, how crazy is that?
Yeah. Let's go.
Man, these guys are changing the atmosphere with this name, image, and likeness. It's really, becoming setting the presence in society, because that's where the money is. You're following the guys that are going to be successful, here in the future, and the opportunity has come with these guys getting a chance to showcase their talent at, some of the best places in the world.
And shoot, every time I look up, it's like, yo, y'all got another receiver, another guy that's going to be the best ever, top 5 pick. It's just like, yo, it's a wide receiver factory over there, man. Shout out to y'all guys.
Yeah, we were just
Coach
talking about
Hardline
that.
is doing
It's
his
Ohio
thing.
State, Alabama, LSU. It's been crazy the last 4 or 5 years. You got 2 guys getting drafted in the first round like it's nothing.
I mean, from the way Ohio State had already been set up, the opportunity had been there, and with the talent that had started to arise in the early 2000s, to show that we want to be on television as well. Like, we're going to make big time plays. And you got a string of wide receivers that, have been coming from this university because they all understood that in this place, you get an opportunity to be yourself, but more importantly, you do it for the team. And I think Ohio State does a really great job of going out and recruiting those individual players that are super talented, that are super successful at their position. And it's not only just the wide receiver position, but more so that those guys that can play with the team and they can help that team, really be successful. And I think that's what the Ohio State, pipeline and that tradition is all about.
Hey, man, shout out to y'all guys over there, man. Y'all doing it right. Y'all doing it right.
Yeah.
Listen, man, I ain't even go there, but I am a big supporter. Anytime I talk to an OH guy, I'm in the building, all right? So respect.
Folks.
Heck
I
yeah,
love that, man. I love that, man. That's family right there.
Now,
man.
you already know what it is, man. Now, we know that you also had a big NFL family, too, that, you could say some similarities are there in terms of dominance, excellence, championship ball and everything like that. Them Pittsburgh Steelers, of course.
Man, how can we? Yes, sir.
And I was going to say, man, shout out to the new guys right now, man. But, sitting at 2-0, how you feeling so far about the new group of guys, man?
Coach Tomlin has definitely, allowed those guys to embrace the culture and have respect for how you set precedents for the future. And throughout the years of continued success, and it being a string of now, 14 years that we have not, reached the pinnacle. And it's about time that the culture has really dug in and sat into how this atmosphere could be yours. It could be what you wanted to be, but you have to follow this atmosphere. And these guys have stepped right into this role, and you can see exactly that on the football field, that they're having fun. The defense is playing together. They're getting turnovers. Everybody is embracing each other's position. There is no showboating of one player. It is about how you're doing it for the team. And when you see that gets to show what those championship run teams look like through the Pittsburgh Steelers history. And these guys are really wanting to be a part of that special history.
I like that right there, man. Shout out. And you speaking of championship, pedigree, championship history, we all start to perk up. We get excited about it, man. Shoot.
Yes, sir. Man, football is everything in Pittsburgh, man. And to be a part of it, as a child, or watching from afar and growing through Ohio State to being drafted for the Pittsburgh Steelers, my life has been, set on how things are to be done in a championship manner by being a part of, historic places like the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Ohio State University.
No, that's a fact right there, man. Big facts. And like I said, that's what we've been all appreciative of your journey. And especially, when you came through here and obviously some of the stuff that you're still doing, man, which we're going to talk about in a little bit as well, man. But I did want to ask a little bit also, man. We know obviously new offense and stuff like that this year, but just as a whole from, when you're watching the games, man, these first 2 weeks, how do you feel about the offense? Like, do you like what you see?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. They are playing together. They are taking their time and they are trusting the process right now. And at the end of the day, that's the only thing you can do is trust the process. When you trust the process, man, you get great results. And right now, our offense is trusting the process. They are being patient with the things that are happening. Justin Fields is being efficient, over 70, ish completion percentage in the first 2 games. You can't ask for anything better, other than we want to see points being scored because this is a league that is about excitement and about getting, the ball down the field and making, big, explosive and dynamic plays. But at the end of the day, Pittsburgh has adopted individuals who respect the tradition and how Pittsburgh football can and should be played.
Man, you talking that.
And that's what we're seeing. And that's what we're seeing today, by a young guy who knows how to win football games and coach giving you the okay that it doesn't have to be the prettiest thing, that you see. It could be whatever you want it to be. And that's what you go about winning ball games. And that's what we did, throughout our Pittsburgh days was we won ball games just because they were football games. We didn't win them because they had to be the prettiest thing that we needed to do. No, we did exactly what we needed to do just to win the ball game.
Now, what do you think about this quarterback situation? Fields 2-0. Russ, he's been banged up, but would you continue to give Fields the opportunity even if Russ was healthy?
At the end of the day, the quarterback had been chosen, and it was Russ's team. For him to lose. And at the end of the day, he lost his opportunity, but he didn't lose his chance. So being that he can still play for the Pittsburgh Steelers and he's a winning quarterback and he understands that this opportunity, it just doesn't present itself in the first 2 weeks for me to be a part of this run. At the end of the day, there's a lot more football to be played, and we have an entire season with 2, very competitive leaders, 2 champions, guys that can actually lead. And that's what I think the Pittsburgh Steelers is all about, is taking what they know they have and building around that without the negativity on the outside of determining how things should go. Analytics will never run sports. And at the end of the day, we're built on what the culture is. And the culture is built on how do we win football games around here. And we win it together as a team, and we trust one another, and we go out and we perform together.
So who you going with?
Uh-oh.
Who am I going with right now?
Fields or Russ?
I'm sticking with my quarterback that's in the ball game right now. You don't change what's happening right now. If Justin Fields has a bad game, you don't take him out right away. You allow him to understand that he's in a new culture, he's in a new atmosphere. This is the time that someone is building trust in around him. So give him an opportunity to play things out. And when the time presents itself for us to be available for the Pittsburgh Steelers, hopefully he's ready to take on this run and keep it going, and we walk our way right into a Super Bowl. But at the end of the day, you don't make any changes based on feelings right now. This is a ebb and flow type of atmosphere, and football brings that kind of, feeling, the ebb and flow to the season because it's a very long season. You win the first game and you wait for the next one.
Man, that's that champ talk over there, the way that you talking. I hear you. He said, hey, man, don't do that. Nah. Put them feelings over there to the side, baby. We got one goal. Championship. Get in line, man. We ain't got time for none of that other stuff. That's real.
And that's, you play with Coach T, and you understand, like, that talk isn't just talk. It's how you lead your culture.
Yeah.
And once you get everybody to buy in, that, dude, if you miss your chance to be the starter here on defense, bro, you might not never get back on the field because somebody really want that spot right now, right?
We just need an opportunity. You know how it is.
So being, a young guy like myself, when I came into the league, that was my mentality, to get on the football field, to lead by example, right? And let everybody follow, because I'm the one listening to the coach the most. That's how I feel, right? So I'm going to go out and do exactly what the coach say do, but do it to the degree at which my team respects it, and it makes a big difference for everybody.
So Deontay just got traded this offseason to the Carolina Panthers, and you got traded in the middle of your career, middle of your prime, from the Steelers to the Jets. And I'm assuming with how the Panthers are playing right now, DJ's looking himself in the mirror and just being like, man, I miss it there in Pittsburgh. Did you ever have that thought after getting traded from here? Like, was there a moment or time and place where you're just like, man, this ain't hitting the same as it was with the Steelers?
Business is business, and at the end of the day, you got to take it for what it is. And it was a business transaction. I took it for what it was. I made a great living after, my exit and departure from the Steelers. I was able to come back and retire a Pittsburgh Steelers, so therefore being the champion at the end of the day is all that matters to me.
Talk it, baby. He said, look, I got my ring. I came back, retired in that black and gold. And every time I see him in his black and gold, he's still legendary, man. Shout out.
Yes, sir.
Shout out, man. Shout out. Now,
I appreciate that.
Nah, you already know, man. Now, I'm glad you kind of said it a little bit earlier. You were talking about how coming in as a young player, man, your mindset was just, man, whatever I can do to get on the field. And you were going to make whatever plays you can make. Obviously, we know what you grew into, and your career was amazing. But we also got another young receiver that's pretty talented as well, man. We kind of wanted to get your thoughts on what you're seeing when you think of a guy like George Pickens, man, and this kind of emergence that he's having of going from being just one of the regular guys to looking like he's ready to tap into that star level.
Man, this young kid, since his days at Georgia, wearing that number 1, was impressive.
Mm-hmm.
And we are seeing him emerge under year 3 as what we expected throughout his growth in the Pittsburgh Steelers uniform. Understanding that he is now taking on a role that we see as the number 1 guy, understanding how to embrace that role from the media perspective, from the classroom perspective, from the locker room perspective, from the field perspective, and even from off the field perspective. It carries a lot of weight. So at the end of the day, him being in year 3, understanding that he has to now be the leader of that room, he has a lot of room for improvement at the end of the day. But what we're seeing today is a young, hungry individual that said, Coach, throw me the ball. I ain't going to really say it because I know y'all don't want me to say it, but I'm going to let y'all know, throw me the ball. Because every time you throw me the ball, you see what happens, right?
Facts.
So we're witnessing, greatness on the field every time this kid goes up and makes a play. And for him to stay healthy and for our quarterbacks to just trust the process and let him eat. Let him have fun like the rest of those stars out there, right? But he also has to know that it's Pittsburgh Steelers football, though. It ain't individual football. Sometimes it's pretty and sometimes it's real ugly. At the end of the day, man, when you wake up in the morning, coach say, hey, y'all got Victory Monday. Man, look here.
Ain't nothing like that one, dog.
You know what I'm saying? So if he understands, how to embrace that opportunity that he has to just be himself, you know what I'm saying, he'll definitely take on, a great, spot in our Pittsburgh legendary room where, he's one of those guys that is well respected, loved, and, admired throughout, his career.
Do you think the Steelers should trade for a receiver to help out Pickens?
Do I think the Steelers should trade for a receiver?
Yeah.
Are there any receivers out there available for trade that play Pittsburgh Steelers style football, or are we looking for somebody to just score some home runs, or like what kind of guy are we looking for right now?
I like how you asked that question real specific. He said, "Hold on, we don't want fluff. We want somebody that's real. Is he gonna block? Is he gonna crack down and hit this safety when we got Najee running?"
Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, what we really trading for? You know what I mean? Like, so help me out. What we trading for?
I got a list
and then
here.
I can help you out.
I can throw out some names. DeAndre Hopkins, but he's got the MCL.
I don't want no excuse. I don't want no excuses. I just want names.
All right, DeAndre Hopkins.
I just want names.
DeAndre Hopkins. Mechie from the Texans.
Who that?
John Mechie from the Texans, Alabama receiver.
Mechie, okay.
Yeah, he's like buried on their depth chart. He was inactive in their Week 2 game, so I think. Do we bring Deontay back?
Deontay,
yeah.
That's
would you
three.
Bring him back?
That's 3. Hold on, you got to give me the list first.
Okay.
I can't choose from all the people you give me. I got to get the list first.
We just played him, Cortland Sutton from the Broncos.
Cortland, okay. Is he's in trade talk with Denver?
Yeah, he was in the offseason, and if they continue to lose, I could see them shipping him off by the trade deadline.
Okay.
Alec Pierce from the Colts.
Okay.
Treylon Burks, Titans. And then this one's a little pie in the sky, but Devontae Adams.
I don't see any benefit right now from any of those guys being traded to Pittsburgh. At the end of the day, if you're willing to play Pittsburgh-style football, where you ain't going to cry and complain about the football, where you ain't going to get you but 3 passes in the game, and you got to come down and crack back 31 times.
You better hit this safety. Come on, man.
You feel me? Like, we're a team around here, you know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, I only average, 60, 70 catches a season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I play with guys that average 100 catches. I've seen guys average 120 catches in the season.
Yeah.
They ain't win championships. All they did was get a nice little contract, you know what I'm saying, for themselves. So at the end of the day, if you're going to bring guys in that's willing to win championships, I think the pedigree of guys that are already there, they just have to understand how to embrace that atmosphere. And you rock with the guys that Coach Tomlin chose to rock with right now, and the business decisions that they have made throughout their existence, they have lived with them. So at the end of the day, what decision they've made to get rid of the receiver or bring in another receiver, I don't see anyone coming in right now.
Hey,
I like the spin you put on that.
That's the Super Bowl MVP talking right there. If the MVP say it, I rocks with the MVP. I like it. But you're right, though. It is a certain brand of ball. And I like how you're specific about that the whole time. It's like, I don't care what name we bring up. If they don't play this specific brand of ball, if they're more concerned with the numbers, it's going to have a negative impact regardless. It's not going to fit the way that we want it to fit, and it's not going to get the results that we want either.
Because that's the media going to start talking about now what this player's stats look like before, what he did at this youth college or this team or this organization and whatnot, and now you're comparing it to a place that has no presence over any of that shit. Like whatever you talk about over here, that don't mean nothing over here.
We don't care about that. We care about, did you get the ring? Did you win it all? If you didn't, then I don't care. I'm with you.
So yeah, we're looking for those type of guys, and I think right now, we have those type of guys that are there that can get the job done. And at the end of the day, it's their job now to take on that responsibility and show what this football season, is entail for them.
Nah, respect on that, man.
I definitely do think we have big team guys on this squad across the board. And if you want to talk specifically receiver room,
yeah,
I just question the is the talent all the way there to where we need it to be, like as in guys outside of Pickens. But we get Roman Wilson back maybe this week.
So yeah, when you talk about like the talent of the receivers or the players, it really all boils down to understanding what type of film do you watch. What are you listening to when coach is talking to you in the film room?
Mm-hmm.
You see, what we see on television ain't the same thing these folks talk about in the meeting room.
Mm-hmm.
So when they go back in the meeting room and you got 7 MEs, MA or Miss MA,
can't be having no mental errors,
right? Like mental errors and
yeah.
mental assignments. Like you gotta understand, like what that look like. That's what called
That'll
ball
hold you
game.
back.
You feel me? Like that's what. Like it ain't about what we think or is happening. You know, in real life, it's just the little details, just the little things that you can't do that cause you to lose ball games.
Mm-hmm.
And I think when those guys understand like what that looks like in film and in practice every day, when you're going out to win practice every day, when your grade is above 85 to a 90 every day, like are you really happy with your, you know what I'm saying, your performance? Like, cause now you know when you go in on game day, oh shit, I know I can't get nothing less than an 85. Yeah. I know what my performance look like every week, but if these guys aren't setting the bar high for themselves when they go to practice to be able to perform well on game day, you're never going to have the mindset that it takes to perform on game day. You're going to just go out nonchalant and enjoy the atmosphere.
Mm-hmm. He said, making those plays already, having to do it repeatedly over and over, getting the confirmation. Now you feel validated. Now you feel like, yo, I know I can feel confidence because I've already done this multiple times. Respect.
And that's what you're seeing with 14. This kid is out here going and making these plays in practice every day. And when you're at training camp and you're seeing it, you're like, damn, he really did that.
Video after video after video. Yeah.
Right? So that's what I speak about when you want to see those guys set the example for what success looks like, because they're doing it on a consistent basis in practice, so that when it's time for game film to show up, it's being done so effortlessly. When these guys are shooting those gaps and coming off of those back like TJ coming off the end every time, it's effortless. Guess why? Because he's doing it in practice every day. He's always doing it. He always do it. I played with a guy by the name of Heath Miller. Yo, this guy set the bar so high for tight ends even for myself, because when I first got there, this guy would run back after every play in practice. And I would ask Heath, why you always keep running back to the huddle all the time? Like, why don't you like take your time and get back to the huddle? He said, Tone, I got to get ready for the next play. He said, because I might have to block one of those guys. So now I got to be ready to be, in my right place. And so I started thinking about how the game was playing for him and how successful he had become because of his attitude at practice. And it showed on game day. So I adopted that mentality. I adopted that understanding and was like, you know what? Here are some of the things that I do on a consistent basis. This is exactly why I perform the way I do. He just showed me a little something. Okay, let me do a little bit more of these here, see if this happens on game day. Let me do a little bit more of this here. Now I start running. Now I start jogging every day after practice, during practice, keep running. And now you understand what that looks like and what that feels like on game day. And now you get to see the guy running back to you laughing. Why you think Heath was down the field on every block, on every long play, every deep play? Because that guy did not care about like his body. He wanted to sacrifice for the team, but he did that shit every day in practice. So when it showed up on game field, bro, you see 83 right there in front of you blocking somebody. You're like, yes, like this is what teamwork look like. Thanks. But that's what hard work look like on its own. And when you understand like what that looks like, man, that's how you build a championship team. And that's what we are expecting out of our Pittsburgh Steelers, to understand what the teams that came before them look like and how they perform.
Need that. Like you said, those starts in practice. Shout out.
Starts in practice. Hey, that AI quote really lit my ass up. Like
we talking practice, not the game. Hey, we talking about practice. Oh,
I would go out there every day, like with that quote in my head. But at the end of the day, I promise you, my grade when I left out of there was above an 88.
Talk, man.
When I came to practice, boy, I came to put in work at practice. I ain't come to practice to just have fun out here at practice. My gameplay gonna show for myself. You know what I'm saying? In here, like I'm gonna do everything right. I'm gonna do everything right in practice, so that on game day, this shit gonna look easy.
Facts.
You see Tone sliding on the sideline, catching toe tap passes.
Let's go.
I'm coming across the field, one-handed, stiff on the guy.
Let's
Guess
go.
why? Because I did it in practice.
Let's go.
So it ain't just showing up on game day. It wasn't luck. No, I was ready for this. I was already prepared for these moments. And I think that's what we need our young guys to do, in the NFL today, is to see themselves being more prepared for moments to perform by doing the little things at practice, doing the little things in the weight room, in the film room, a little bit more, stay a little bit longer, ask a couple more questions. Spend a little bit more time with the other side of the ball.
Spend a little more time with it, man. Why you rushing to get up out of here? Let's go. You ain't got to rush, man. We ain't paid about an hour. Spend a little time with it, man.
Right, man. We get paid for longevity, man. We get paid for the long term.
That's real life.
And they wonder why I stick to you, So yeah, real talk.
That's real right there. Shoot, man, speaking of you being real, though, we know that you also are real when you talk about your impact off the field as well, man. We know that you've done a lot of work, man, for sickle cell, man, with your amazing foundation, the Santonio Holmes Jr. Third and Long Strikes Against Sickle Cell Fund. But want to talk to you a little bit, man. We know you got an event coming up October the 8th over at Acrisure Stadium. Doing a little namaste, little yoga with Santonio Holmes. Can we talk a little about the event? You hit my line. I perked up, Deke. Whenever I see the MVP name pop on my phone, I'm like, something special happening now. What's going on? I want to be involved. He said he sent me the yoga emoji, man. So let's talk about it, man.
That's all he sent.
He sent the yoga emoji. I said,
exactly
I'm
what
in.
he meant.
I said, I'm in. I ain't even. I'm in. It don't even matter. I'm in. All right. So talk about the yoga, man. What we got going on here, man?
Man, we spent a lot of time in the NFL, man. We played, we hurt ourselves, and some of us took care of ourselves, and some of us didn't. Learning a little bit about myself, having my first ever injury when I played for the New York Jets, and it really set me back mentally and physically, where I had to learn how to walk again. I had to actually learn how to use my toes, my ankles, my feet, my Achilles, my calves, like everything. Nothing was working together. So I took a little time, getting myself back together and working on myself. And after I retired from football and learning a lot about myself, I started taking this time out because I was stressed out a lot. And I didn't understand what I was stressed out about. I was mostly stressed out about my body, about how I felt after I was done playing football. I hurt so bad. I ached, injuries, the shoulders, the neck, the back, the arms, the fingers. Like you lose feeling in some of your ligaments some days just by sitting there watching TV. And it got to a point where I didn't understand, what I could do to control myself. And I, lo and behold, ran into someone that kept asking, every time they saw me if I was interested in yoga. And I would always just turn it down and, no, I'm not interested in that. It's not going to do nothing for me. It's not going to be beneficial for my body. And she said, I'm pretty sure it would help. And one day on the Buckeye cruise, not the Buckeye cruise, the Steelers Legends cruise, this young lady, she comes up to me and asks if I would like to host a yoga class with her. And I was a little skeptical because I have not practiced yoga, haven't done anything. But she knew that I was very flexible and I, had a sense of understanding of how to actually do this. So I said, yeah. And a year and a half later, I've been practicing yoga, just about 3 to 5 days a week. That definitely came with a tag because at first I did not like it. I was 2 days a week, and some days I would just skip it. I wouldn't do it. And I got to a point where I started understanding what this was doing for me, and I really accepted it moving forward. And so I started practicing 5 days a week. And as I continued to practice yoga, it was helping me develop strength that I didn't realize I had. And with that strength, I was able to feel better. I was able to feel like I was more in control of how my body would react to playing sports or walking or running or jumping, doing the things that I used to do without having the same benefit that I was getting. And so yoga really, triggered for me an opportunity for me to embrace what I have done throughout my life and throughout my career. But more importantly, what was important to me was how do I take care of myself moving forward after all this is said and done. And that's what's most important to me now, is that I take care of myself, is that I now am, in a place where I can actually say I am happy with how I feel. I am happy with what I do on a consistent basis. And it's changed a lot about how my attitude is. And I recommend, people take advantage of this because it is a stress reliever and all aspects of how you interact with yourself, with life, with people. It's one of those things that you should like really consider taking 20 to 40 minutes of your life to actually think about what your body is doing to you, and realize that you are so in control in how your body reacts to food, to liquids, anything that you intake into your body. You can control how your body reacts to that by understanding mentally that you can possess a chemical imbalance in yourself. So I started strengthening my lower back. I started strengthening my shoulders. I started strengthening my core in a way that I thought that doing all the lifting of the weights was getting me really strong, until I realized what a stable, balanced body feels like. And throughout all the injuries, I've been compensating on both sides of my body with how I stand, with how I walk, with how I move. And those things have caught up to me. And so taking the time to practice yoga for 1.5 hours every day really gives me an advantage to having my day started on a high. Because now I am in control of how this body is going to react to today, because I took time out to appreciate what I can do to it to make sure it is taking care of me for the duration of my time.
Namaste. Namaste, man.
Namaste.
I'm over here ready to one of them poses. Now, see, you sound like you are like a veteran with this, yoga element. I'm over here like I know some child's pose. I know some dad, and I think that's about it. Downward facing dog. I think that's another one. Other than that, I'm super rookie with this. So for us rookies that are gonna be, joining in terms of the yoga thing, man, any advice for us, man? We know not Super Bowl flexible MVPs. You know what I mean? So like,
right.
Yeah, for a larger gentleman like myself,
The best piece of advice I could give for the new individual that would like to try yoga or interested in it is to embrace their own self. Okay. No one body is the same. No one body reacts or moves the same. So don't ever go into a yoga session, a yoga class, or yoga, whatever, and think you have to be compared to the person that is next to you or the person in front of you, because you will never be. That's normal and that's natural in everyday life. We don't think the same. We don't act the same. We don't react the same to everything. So when you go in thinking that yoga is a bad thing, it is actually the practice in what you perform. So based on how your body feels, is how you will practice. If you are a longer arm or a longer legged individual, your down dog position may not look the same as a 5'4" or 4'11" or 5'3" individual with short arms and a long torso that can bend and be flexible all over the place. Yeah. You're not going to look the same. So don't be discouraged at the fact that you don't look or feel or can't do the same. It's about how much you practice. So in order to get better at what it is that you want to do, which is yoga, you have to practice. So you can't expect to get down in the down dog and it be the easiest thing that you've done ever, because it may be the hardest. Yeah. So when you're practicing, you practice to do it over and over, over and over, over and over, to get a feeling, to get an understanding, to now respect your body and respect the practice that you're actually putting into.
Like it. I can't wait, man. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, October the 8th from 5 to 8 p.m. at Acrisure Stadium. The flyer is on the community page, so definitely tap in. I also saw where, once again, the proceeds from the event will be going to the Santonio Holmes Junior 3rd and Long Strikes Against Sickle Cell with UPMC Children's Hospital. And if you could, man, just talk a little bit about your passion for sickle cell. Obviously, we're familiar with it, but if you could, for the listeners, let them know, where that comes from with you specifically.
Yeah. So just with yoga in general, I look forward to everyone that's interested in coming out to support the Third and Long Foundation. And I started the Third and Long Foundation because I had a son who was born with sickle cell disease. And I didn't realize that it was something that was prevalent in my family. And after I won the Super Bowl, it gave me an opportunity to have a platform to speak about something that was important to my life, and it was about my son. So I talked about how much it took for me to care for him and to be there for them and to do the things that I understood most families couldn't do, and that was majority financially, to be in position to have all of the proper benefits of having great insurance. So I started this foundation to help families that are living with sickle cell disease just be aware of opportunities that they could have, that they could also present to themselves, that if they are looking for outlets and they're looking for ways to be, supported, then the Third and Long Foundation, is here for that. So we decided to partner with UPMC this year to support a new fund that we started, and it's called the Strikes Against Sickle Cell Fund at UPMC. And with this fund, it will allow families who have to constantly be in the hospital or are dealing with any medical issues via their kid needing respirators. They're needing, support with funds for at home. They're needing support with staying in the hospital and paying the parking fee of $285 that, they have to stay in the hospital, because all those days that now their medical bill expense is up to $28,000. And, we're just trying to find ways to support families in that way. And with this fund, our goal is to continue to support what UPMC is doing with the money that they get from the government to support the sickle cell families at UPMC. And our goal is to continue to build upon that so that we could support those families with what UPMC don't support those families with.
I like that right there, man. Awesome work, Tone. Like I said, MVP on and off the field, ladies and gents. On and off. I'm over here doing yoga, and we doing it to make the world better on top of it, man. Come on, baby.
So yeah, better than that. So October 8th, we will be at UPMC the morning of the event. That will be at Acrisure Stadium later that day. We'll be actually helping teach some of the kids inside of UPMC Hospital a few yoga things that they could take with them.
That's dope.
Throughout their days, and be able to understand how they could utilize it as their own practice. So we're going to be working with some of the employees and also majority of the patients and families at the hospital that morning. Also, October 9th in 2017 was awarded the Santonio Holmes the Santonio Holmes Third and Long Foundation Sickle Cell Awareness Day by Mayor Peduto.
Let's go.
And we are trying to capitalize off of what the Third and Long Foundation is trying to do in support of sickle cell throughout the community of Pittsburgh. And through the support of you guys, the fans, you guys can help me make this thing possible. Throughout this year, my goal is to raise $25,000 within the fund to help all the people at sickle cell. All the ticket price that is price for the event will go directly to the sickle cell fund. It will not go to the Third and Long Foundation at all. Any sponsorships and any donations made to the Third and Long Foundation will help us pay for our venue, but also give us an opportunity to now put more funds into the Third and Long Strikes Against Sickle Cell Fund.
Dude, that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
So yeah, so we're definitely we would love the support of all people in Pittsburgh to come out and have a great time with us. We'll definitely get some stories to tell. Have a little Q&A session. We have some good food there, some very healthy
Gotta
food.
have food, that. Gotta have food.
Absolutely. Myself, I haven't completely turned vegan, but it's been a long time since
I'm almost there, but not all the way just yet.
But I haven't, eaten meat in over 50 plus days. Wow. And, I feel really good about it. My body is able to move, and I'm able to do a lot more just by not feeling sluggish, not feeling heavy, not feeling like I'm carrying around anything, in or on my body. I eat a ton of, fruits and vegetables on a consistent basis. So just living a dream, and, working on new things that could work for my body and will work for me and how I'm living. And I'm just here to showcase it to the world, man. If I've already been on the stage where, I've been an influence to individuals who believed in the message that was delivered on game day in Super Bowl 43, and that you can still continue to believe that this individual is still finding ways to be successful, throughout his career beyond football.
No, and that's honestly the message that I get every time I talk with you, every time I see you. Obviously, when we interview you, it's like you're always getting better. You never really seem to just rest on your laurels, rest on the fact that, oh yeah, I am MVP. It's like, nah, man, let me get better here. Let me get more in tune with my body, my mind, my soul. Like I said, man, it's pretty dope, man. Definitely dope.
Absolutely, man. I'm actually currently enrolled in Cornell University online course, getting a certification in brand marketing. So just continue to educate myself, on a consistent basis, working on my business and, my MVP brand, my mental visual performance, training platform for consulting and marketing. So yeah, definitely, man, just trying to enjoy life on a great way out,
No, facts on that, man. What they say, keep winning. That's what you're doing. You're winning that life.
Baby.
Just keep winning, baby. Keep winning.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, shoot, man, we got a couple left for you, man. Then after that, we definitely got to let you go because you've been amazing as always, and it was dope as heck hearing about the event. Like I said, I cannot wait to actually be a part of the event, man. But
absolutely.
Throughout your career, man, we know you made a ton of plays, big time play after big time play, whether it's regular season, postseason. We obviously know what you did in the Super Bowl, but I didn't want to assume that I knew what your favorite play was. So if you could just going back to your career, you played a long time, had a lot of plays. What was your favorite play from your career?
Favorite play from my career. Favorite play would definitely be catching a pass that my quarterback was probably throwing the ball away and turned into 60, 70-yard touchdown against the Baltimore Ravens in the AFC Championship game.
I know. Yeah, I know what one you're talking about.
Hey, if you see how fast I was running, trying to get across that field to that sideline, to that pylon, dude, I was running so hard, so fast. And to have one of my guys that I talked about earlier, Heath Miller, downfield blocking, him and Nate Washington, to get me into that end zone.
Shout out to Nate too, man.
Dude, that was one of my favorite plays. To know that, like, the defender was like, Corey Ivy was chasing me all game long, dude. He just followed me. He was nagging. He was underneath me all game. And it just so happened that I was running and saw Ben throw the ball up, and he turned and looked up at the wrong time, and the ball fell right in my hand. And I was able to just get free, and it was just wide open field. Nate was already downfield. Ended up throwing a crucial block, and I was able to scurry into the end zone. But that was probably one of my favorite plays.
No, that's
just
dope.
Knowing that we was on our way. Like, we had just made a really big play in the AFC Championship game to get us in position to try to win this ball game. And man, dude, that was the one for the ages.
Nah, I like that right there. Shout out to that play.
I mean, I would have guessed the Super Bowl catch.
I was going Super Bowl too. You caught me off guard.
Hey, I have a question about that though. What happened on the first down throw from Ben to you? Because that was the easier catch, right?
What you mean? What happened?
He said the way the wind with the light, you know what I'm saying? Like, the earth, it rotates.
Was it the light?
It was the rotation of the earth. It was rotating. You know how that be sometimes, man.
Man,
It didn't need to be that dramatic, right?
Hey, man, when I say, bro, I was up in the air and I saw that ball coming at me, I was like, ooh, touchdown. Oh, where the feet at? I looked down at my feet and the ball just go right through my hands.
No. Okay.
Oh,
And I'm
man.
like, oh, hell no. Boom, I hit the ground. I was like, bro, you just lost the Super Bowl. Like, you really just blew the game, like, for the Super Bowl. Like, how could you do that? Dude, I was so hurt. I was so hurt after that, bro.
No, we just glad how you bounced back, though. That's what we happy about.
Oh, that perseverance, man. It's in the midst of playing football, and this is why I started, working with this mental and visual performance, is to be able to consult with individuals to actually be able to put themselves in this position, right? Like, we sometimes envision what it would be like after the fact if we were in those moments, what we would have done had that been us, right? Because the individual that we're watching may not have made the right play or may not have done the right thing or could have did something else. We envision those things, but we don't really know what that's like to actually be in that position when it really counts. So if you can envision yourself being in those positions time after time after time after time, getting in that backfield on 3rd and 1 and hitting that running back in the backfield before he even touched the football.
Mm-hmm.
To come off the football and to know that this quarterback is going to drop back and throw this football right to me. You have to be ready for those moments. And in that moment, in that game, that's when I knew I had to be ready, because I had just allowed that to happen at that time. I really didn't even think about, like, winning the Super Bowl at that moment.
Man.
When he threw that football to me and I dropped it, I didn't even think about winning the Super Bowl. And I think that's what really led to that moment was, damn, you wasn't even ready. Like, you was just out here just, like, didn't think he was going to throw you the football. Like, you was just happy to beat. Like, what the hell? Like, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what went through my head. All I thought about was getting my feet down when I saw the ball thrown to me. And I had about 8 yards to run to the back of the end zone. And I'm over here thinking about getting my feet down. Like, because I was ready, but I wasn't ready, right? Because I was ready to get my feet down because I knew I was in the end zone and I knew I was running. I knew I had took off And once I left my feet, I had to get them down because I didn't know where I was. And then when I looked at the replay, I'm like, bro, you saw how much field you could have laid down in and fell in the end zone with yourself, like did whatever you wanted to do after you caught this ball. And that was when I sucked it in on some no homo. Like my gut feeling was,
yo, that's funny.
All right,
I get it. You ended up undefeated, man. You got to do it. Hey, facts,
right,
facts.
Like, you know what I mean? Like it's one of those. Okay, bro, what you gonna do now? And when Seven walked in that huddle, man, and he looked at me, I was scared. Because he was staring so hard. He just stared at me. He wouldn't even say nothing. He just stared. I was like, shit, I feel you, bro.
Like, look, man, I feel the same way. I ain't God, dog.
I feel you. And, lo and behold, man, Coach Bruce Arians had that confidence to say, all right, we know a play that we can run, that we've been running, that we worked on. Let's try this one. This one should work. And this play we ran, man, I don't know where. I didn't think about no sideline. I didn't think about my feet. I was looking at the football the whole time. Where you gonna throw me the football? Oh, you throwing it now? Okay. And if you can look back at one of those replays, I ain't never look at the sideline after I look back at Seven for the football. Wow. I ran all the way to the corner of the end zone and stood right there without even looking back. I didn't give a damn about that because I knew I didn't trust myself in the moment when I ran to understand what my steps were in the play prior to. But when I realized where I was on the field, what route I had to run, and what it took for me to get there if this or that were to happen. So now I'm already playing the game in my head to be prepared for whatever might happen. And when I saw that I got a free release off the line, the safety was still sitting inside. And by the time I put my foot in the ground, I knew I had 4 steps big, and that was it. So I had already started playing the game right before, because if I'm standing at the line of scrimmage, I'm envisioning right the steps that I got to see. That if I step right here, how many steps am I going to take full speed? Oh, shit, if I take one more, I'm out of bounds. All right. Said, play start so fast. Boom. You better play now. You better go do exactly what you said you're about to do now. And the minute I put my foot in the ground and I saw that the defender was nowhere near where I thought he would be at the safety, oh, shit, I just looked back for the football. 4 steps. Said, where you at? Oh, I'm open, baby. Hand up, you know what I'm saying? Running straight to the sideline. 1, 2, 3, 4, stop. Football. Oh, shit. I think I'm in. Am I in? I think I'm in. Where the referee at? He said I'm in. Oh, shit. We just won the Super Bowl.
Oh, my
it's
God.
over.
Bro, that's crazy still.
Witness greatness.
God.
Yes, sir.
Nothing like it, man. And the fact that you're processing all of that information on the biggest stage at the most critical moment, man, is masterful. But to hear how you're processing it and slowing it down the way that you are doing it, man, that's why you are who you are, man. So salute to you, man. Salute to you.
Much respect, man. Because I had played on the team with champions already. I had played on championship teams in high school and in college. And I ain't do nothing in not one of those games but win. I ain't scored no touchdowns in high school. I played in 2 state championship games in high school. I ain't scored no touchdowns.
Time out. I didn't know that now. How are you in high school not getting like every pass, every reverse? Like, you ain't scored?
Bro, they had 4 people following me the whole game.
Oh, okay. Respect there. I was like, hold on, man. There's no way, y'all. I'm like, who else is nicer than you on your high school team, bro? Like, what?
Hey, they had like 3-4 people follow me the whole
They
entire
said, we're
time,
not losing
bro.
to that guy. He's not going to be the reason today.
So at the end of the day, you know, I had respect for everybody that I played against, every team, every situation, to know that I still had to do my job. Yeah. And if I did my job well enough that my teammates could help me win the ball game, I'm going to still win. I'm going to be a winner. So when I went to college, after losing my last high school football game, the only football game I ever lost in high school, man, the next year I go undefeated. You know why? Because I honestly had that heart and that mentality of a champion. Like, I was sick. And so I got put in the atmosphere where, boy, I'm finna take it out on everybody I come up against next time. And so it just so happened to be my teammates. But guess what it did? It made those guys so much better. It made our team so much better. And at the end of the day, those results equated into a freshman year that I was a national champion. A national champion as a freshman after losing my last high school football game. And then to go on to play in a place where I get drafted right after they won the Super Bowl. So you know I'm already geeked up that I'm in the right place.
Yeah.
I'm already in the right place. This is exactly where I'm supposed to be at. And that's what led, you know, me to having that mentality once I arrived where I was at was I just want to win. And I know I'm in a great place to win.
Oh, I love that, man. Love that. Shoot, the last one I got for you, man. You talked a little bit earlier about the importance of practice, man, and how, you know, you built up a ton of your confidence there because you were making those plays routinely over and over. So when you started to do it on Sundays, you felt like, man, I wasn't surprised. I expected to do this. But at the same time, we know that that confidence, it can't all the way get validated until you are making these plays in the game. You are having these moments where you're taking in front of practice field and actually doing it versus opponents that wear opposite jerseys. So if you could just think back a little bit to if there was a specific play or a sequence of games where that was that moment for you where you felt like, you know what, the plays that I was making versus this team, versus this guy, this particular time, that's when I finally felt validated that I am not only, you know, taking this confidence that I have, but now it's actually showing for everybody out here to see as well.
So when I was in high school, my coach would sit in the back of the room and he would tell me, he said, Tone, everything that you hear Coach saying right now to all these other receivers, he's actually talking to you. And I'm like, what you mean, Coach Ray? He said, think about it. Every one of these players is going to make a play. Every one of these plays, you're going to be in a position to run a route. And if you're over here at this particular time, are you going to be ready to run the same route and know what you got on this side? Say, when he's telling him that he's running this route on this side, imagine yourself if you were playing that position over that side, but you know you're the wide receiver, or you're the Z receiver, or you're the X receiver. But what if something gets switched over? And so he started making me play the game while I was never even playing the game. So as I'm practicing, I'm always running the same route over and over. Okay, I'm running the out route over here, the post route over here, the in route over here, I'm running the curl route over here. And so I started playing all positions on the football field. So now when it's time for me to go to practice, hey, Coach, you mind if I jump over at the Z a few times, you know what I'm saying, a couple routes today? And he looked at me like, what you mean? I've been in the playbook, Coach. Like, I'm good. So now when I get to practice, the defense is like, hold up, hey, Tone on the other side, like he on the tight end side now. So now they see him and they're like, hold up, they was used to me being, you know, that guy only on the right side or only on the left side. And now Tone is the guy, you know what I'm saying, that everybody say, oh shit, we can move him around a little bit. Now we can't cover him. Now this guy knows how to play football. When that like happened for me, when I was able to start playing all those positions in high school, man, I knew I was good. I knew I was good then. I knew I was good. But it got validated when I got to college when coaches say, we got to run these plays over. And these are the scout team plays. This ours backup
the
receivers.
Defense in trouble?
Oh, man. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? So,
run it again. Like, Coach, that's him. He's the reason this play don't work.
So this is freshman year, right? So guess what I do? I win national championship as a freshman because I want to be a starting wide receiver at Ohio State freshman year. Like, that's my mentality. So if you're gonna tell me to go up against the starters in practice every day, you better believe I'm finna go ahead and show out. So when those guys were so prepared for how to perform in their games, that gave me more and more validation that, dude, you're actually freaking good. Like, you're really, really good at this. And what validated going to the NFL was redshirt freshman year, 7 touchdowns, 2 games with 2 touchdowns. Three games with 2 touchdowns that year. So we played against Indiana, the team up north, and
I love it, man. Let's go.
and Kansas State in the bowl game. And so they had these talks about me being projected as like a top 5 wide receiver to be drafted in the NFL as a redshirt freshman. So I was like, damn, like, dude, you really are, like, you really about to be good, dude. Like, if you just keep working. And so I just continue, striving to be successful, man. And just so happened I ended up in the greatest place to play football in the National Football League. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Let's go. My dog said, yo, I had these 3 games, 2 tighties apiece. They said I'm top 5. Yeah, I'm validated now. I feel it's real.
Yeah, he good. He good.
Let's go.
If you got the time, we got a couple that just rolled in from the chat. Bear Pod says, for Santonio, you need a game-winning sack. Are you taking James Harrison or TJ Watt?
I'm taking 90.
TJ
for the game winning sack, I'm taking 90.
Okay.
Yeah, for the game winning sack, I'm taking 90. You asked a specific question, and if I'm going for the game winner, I know that motherfucker coming for the game winning sack.
Get ready for the big kick. It's over.
Hey, I know Debo gonna do his thing, but that motherfucker, 90 want the sack.
Hey, he go that for certain. He gonna do that thing, man.
Jeez. Yeah, he wants you to feel. He wants you to know he back though.
Yeah, facts.
And Hannibal090 says, ask Tone about chasing rabbits when he was young and how it helped increase his speed.
Chasing rabbits? Oh, hey. Baby, whoa! That's I know you from Florida.
Yeah, you missed out on that one.
I'm about to say, we won't chase no rabbits. Let me hit this rabbit chaser.
So yeah, man, when we was young, literally that was the way we ate, right? So we did it to eat. We did it to have money and shit, you know what I'm saying? To buy, basically my high school state championship rings from football and track. It came from out chasing rabbits, from like my sophomore, freshman, junior year of high school. But as kids, we did it because that was what we did. Lo and behold, it turned into a skill set that I was able to understand. Chasing down the brown rabbit, catching the brown football. Oh, shit, that was easy.
Okay.
That went hand in hand to me.
Okay.
At the end of the day. So when you think about how you go and identify, yourself and into these places, that's what I learned. That's what was identifiable to me was chasing a rabbit was just like catching a football. It's going to be thrown all the way across the field. How can I get over there and catch it? If it's going to go this way, how can I go all the way down there and grab it from down there? And so having that understanding for how to play the game, it definitely came from having the skill set chasing rabbits. Absolutely.
All right.
But did I know that as a kid, though? Did I know that as a kid? No, I didn't know that. I didn't know that as a kid. You know what I'm saying? That was the real thing. But that's just what happened, right? That's what I took from that. When everyone used to ask us about chasing rabbits, I didn't even realize that it made us faster or did that. But now, when you think about how the rabbit was zigzagging across the field, running away from you, and you got a cane stick, and you chasing him, and you better either throw the stick and hit him and knock him over, or you're going to run him down, jump on his back, roll him over, and break his neck, throw him in the backpack. You good. Go up and grab another one. We out here hunting. Like, we doing real hunting shit, like, for real.
You
Cowboys and Indians.
Like, what?
Most. We was out there in the muck, baby. Like, I'm talking about in the muck. It's a different type of feel. It's a different type of dirt. Like, I'm talking about it's soft. It ain't hard now. It ain't no hard dirt now. So we're talking about soft dirt. So you got to be able to put the foot in the ground and get up out the mud.
Right,
like,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What? And I already know how rabbits can get. They're like, yo, them things. Yo.
Come on. Yeah. So so that skill set definitely came from that. You know what I'm saying? So there's there's probably about 100 guys, bro, that probably made it to the NFL, bro, from our high school, from our area, like from Belglade, Pahokee, Clewiston, Salisbury area, like where we grew up at. And that it all came from having that skill set, We did that shit to eat, though. We were eating rabbits and selling them. And lo and behold, it's time to play football. Like, I can juke you out, boy. I know how to shake you. I got past. You know what I'm
bro,
saying?
if you can catch a rabbit, bro, I don't think you worry about anybody on the football field, man. Just like, yo, y'all just out here, just let me go grab this real quick. Let me go get this. I'm like, yeah, that's just crazy. Like, yeah. Shout out. Yeah. Shout out, man. Shout out. Shoot, I was about to ask, man, did you ever face a rabbit where you were like, yeah, that one guy, he was a little too quick for you, boys, man. Okay.
Cottontail.
The cottontail, that's the one.
What? Hey, the cottontail. Okay, so the cottontails, them the ones, they like, you know what? If a fight break out there, I ain't even finna stick around. I ain't asking no questions. I don't even know what happened. I'm gone. Bro, when they strike out, them they gone. They zigzag run till they heart bust, till they get away from you, like till they ain't got nothing. So them was the hardest ones to go chase down. So when you go chasing down a cottontail, boy, hey, better have everything. You better have your oxygen tank with you, boy, and your inhaler in the back, something, boy, cause you finna run, right? So so those are the ones that you got to have a specific skill set. Either you gonna hit him before he get running, or you gonna grab him before you get out, or you gonna catch him at the end. But those ones, I had a lot of them get away. But that little brown one, oh yeah, he done. He done.
Caught it with a little football one. Yeah, he's got. Yeah, I'm gonna get that.
You know what he gonna do? He gonna run out there. He gonna look around and see who out there. Then he gonna try to run over to the side and go sit in the bushes. Oh. Bro, if you don't get out of here, man, I just saw you, bro.
You ain't half nobody, man. I like it.
Hey, I just saw you step. Come on now, you gonna sit right there? All right. I'm gonna hit you with this stick now. Bam! Hit him right in the back of the head. Throw him in the bag. Let's go, man. You done? Come on, get up here.
About to say, man, hey, look, your mistake is my nutrients now, man. Salute you.
No doubt. Right,
circle of life. Circle of life, man.
I gotta eat you, bro. I gotta eat you. It's over with.
I like it, man. Well, Tone, as always, man, absolute pleasure. Anytime we get a chance to talk with you, man, Super Bowl 43 champion and MVP. Once again, we know you got your yoga event, Yoga with Santonio Holmes, October 8th from 5 to 8 p.m. at Acrisure Stadium. Proceeds going to the Santonio Holmes Jr. Third and Long Strikes Against Sickle Cell Fund with UPMC Children's Hospital, man. Keep doing great things as always, baby.
I appreciate you, Moats, man. Thanks for having me on. Guys, shout out to everybody that support charities, that support everybody in the world. This mission is way bigger than me. This is why, I'm an MVP, because I care about the most valuable people. And that's what I want to do. I want to support people. And this MVP brand is about supporting people. So carrying that message throughout my life. And big salute to everybody. All donations can be made to thirdandlongfoundation.org. Or you can go to buy your tickets at give.smart and Third and Long Foundation.
There it is, baby. Appreciate you as always, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks, man.
Yes, sir. See you, most. Yes, appreciate it. Thank you guys for having me on, man.
No doubt, man. Peace. Shout out right there, man. The one and only Super Bowl MVP Santonio Holmes, man. Super Bowl champ as well. And if y'all were digging the conversation with Tone, hit that like button one time for the culture. And of course, do not forget to subscribe if you are new to the channel, baby. Namaste. How you feeling over there, man?
Yeah, I'm good.
This was vibe right here, man.
I'm doing good.
I feel good, man.
Got some clarity on the first down drop in the Super Bowl.
That was pretty
down
funny.
By the end zone. Yeah, now I see it. Funny, okay, because there's no other explanation as to how you dropped that. But he was like, I was looking for my toes to make sure my toes were in.
I get it, bro.
Makes sense.
I get that.
I understand now.
Yeah. I was not expecting the AFC Championship play to be the favorite.
I know. Do you know what play he's talking about?
I don't.
I'll have to show you.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. When he said that, I was like, oh. He's like, we're supposed to be throwing on.
It would be very reminiscent to you of like a Big Ben pass to Antonio Brown across the middle and AB just juking out everyone and taking it for like an extra 50. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't like a long pass from Ben. It was, probably 20 yards. And like he said, I think Ben's he's like falling away, just trying to get rid of it. He sees Santonio down there. It's like, all right, let me just get it to him. He can make a play. He gets and then just shakes the whole Ravens defense for like 50 yards for the touchdown.
I like it. I like that a lot, man. Respect.
Yeah, that was in the AFC Championship on the way to that Super Bowl 43 game. That was all the same. Yeah, he was on a tear because I
remember you telling me that, man.
He took a punt back to the house the game before that in divisional against the Chargers. He took a punt back to the house against them in that round, and then he had that crazy play in the Ravens game, and then obviously Super Bowl 43.
Oh, respect.
Yeah, he was on a tear then.
Respect.
That's why I'm still bummed about us losing him and trading him because we could have used him in Super Bowl 45.
Yeah, I could see that because that was the game where y'all were lacking. Yeah.
I don't think. I don't think he drops that fourth down ball like Mike Wallace.
Oh man, that hurts.
It was, I can't be too hard on Wallace. It was a contested. It was there though. I mean, it was there.
Maybe he was worried about his feet too.
AB's catching it. I'll just put it to you that way. And I think Holmes is catching that.
Maybe Mike was worried about his feet. If we ever get Mike on the show, we'll ask him, and maybe he'll say, I was looking down, worried about my feet getting in bounds, and, I proceeded to not complete the catch. Maybe he'll say that. You never know. We got clarity on the drop. Nobody ever knew that. I don't think. I never heard that before. No. I was worried about my feet.
Breaking news.
Yeah, I think because nobody's, ever had the balls to ask that question. I was like, yo, shout out to Deke, bro. Most people just going to.
You don't think anyone's asking that?
No, because everybody's going to have to the Super Bowl to catch. They're going to say, yo, tell me about the catch.
I don't know what
happened
about
the drive. You're like, yeah, what about the drop? What happened on that one? He was like, I ain't tripping on that. What's up with that one?
That's why you were,
bro. Yeah.
I was gonna ask him about giving up the MVP to 7 or maybe doing a
you see what I'm saying?
thing.
You see what I'm saying?
Like, I was gonna do that.
No, heck no, man. That's a lot, bro. That's a lot. Ask that as the last question, okay? Just in case so he can hang up. We got all the good stuff out the way. Don't ask that at the beginning part, man.
I really wanted to. I was like, you know what? I'll hold off. Maybe next time with Holmes on. Yeah. Because we've been building a good rapport with him.
We have been.
This is our second interview.
Yeah, this is just.
So at that point, I'm not gonna have anything else to ask.
He's giving us an hour plus on multiple occasions. We're like, yo, these are like long interviews with him, man.
Yeah. Got some answers on trading for a receiver too. I disagree, respectfully disagree. I still think we need a guy, but I liked his spins on there. I liked how he
hit you. Media training came out. I said, "Oh, I already know how this goes. I see this.
Are these guys built to be Steelers?
I see this way. I already see this way."
That was fun.
Yeah. Shout out to Tone, man. Shout out to Tone. Like I said, man, I know it says that TG will be joining us at 3:00 today. That was initially the plan, but we had to move some things around, man, so he won't be on with us today. But stick with us, man. We're trying to get him on Thursday, all right? Like I said, I've worked through some scheduling and stuff like that, man. But I like it, man. So with that being the case, I think we have some supers that came in. Let's get those real quick. Yeah, Tom J. TJ, he said tummy hurt. His tummy hurt. You know how it go. He had a little boo-boo. His dog ate his homework. He couldn't find his car key. He said the dog ate his headphones. I can't. The dog, you know how that goes, man. Yeah.
Aaron has joined the upper room.
Shout out to Aaron. And welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Greg Yeager, what's going on with all this O-line drama?
What's the new drama now?
I don't think there's anything new.
I think it's nothing new, right? It's still going to be Troy this week getting the start. Phil's at Q.
The depth chart officially has Fautanu as the starting right tackle.
Oh, it's official now.
I don't know if that's drama. I think that's finally picking a guy.
What was it before? It
might have been
right?
or. It might have been Roger Jones or Fautanu.
Gotcha. I mean, I ain't tripping on it. He played well last week. Keep playing well, man.
But if he's referring to the last few days and how he handled the O-line stuff. We talked about that last podcast. I wasn't a fan of it.
Broderick had comments.
I mean, he handled it well.
That's what I'm saying.
He talked post game. I don't know if he's talked again, but he just basically said, I'll do whatever the team needs me to do.
Yeah.
And I did get some clarification. Maybe he did talk again because I saw that he clarified the comments where he said, if I'm not starting, I don't think I should be out there. I think what he meant by that is like, I don't feel like I'm deserving. If you're going to choose for me not to start, like don't.
Like let that guy start.
Yeah,
right.
Don't feel bad for me or anything and put me out there.
Yeah.
But then he also said, I'll do whatever the team needs me to do if that's their plan or whatever. You know, whatever. I'm just here to help us get wins.
Yeah. I kind of like this humility with it, just in the sense of he's kind of thinking of it from his own perspective. If I'm the starter at offensive line, you don't rotate us. So if I'm the guy, if I'm good enough to start it, like, let me stay out there. So if you think he's good enough to start it, like, let him stay. I can respect that, man.
Mike Hood, I said before, Atlanta's defense is real, and it was verified last night.
I appreciate you.
What?
How you said that to start it off. You
What?
real for that. Yep. You already know. I appreciate you, bro. You did awesome.
I don't know.
Yeah, you did. No, you ain't read it how you wrote it. So I appreciate you. Shit.
Anyway, I said it was
I appreciate you, man.
verified last night. Steelers have seen a good D and came out on top.
Y'all play too much, bro. Yeah.
We're going to be all right. Salute to the chat and, of course, to Diggler and Moats. Is Atlanta really that good on defense? I don't know. I'm still skeptical. Maybe the Eagles just aren't that amazing on offense.
Or maybe we are that amazing on offense. We just got to get better at punching and finishing drives off. Maybe that could be the case. Because A.J. Terrell looked a lot better versus Devontae Smith than he did versus George Pickens. He had multiple PBUs. He kept that dude kind of at bay-ish at times. It didn't feel like we was watching GP come back on head tap. Like, it didn't feel like that.
I'll take it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt to say to our toes. We beat a good defense in week 1. We beat a defense that was better than expected.
Did they pick off Justin Fields?
No.
So Justin Fields better than Jalen Hurts, which sounds like to me.
We'll see by the end of the season.
Just throwing it
He's
out
on
there,
a good
bro.
pace.
Just throwing it out there, man. Play against some same safeties, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just say.
Won the game, too. Won the game.
Come on, man.
Although if Barkley just catches that ball, the Eagles win the game.
So you saying me Najee's better than Barkley because Najee ain't dropped no pass?
I'm not saying that.
Oh, wow. Who won the game?
I'm definitely not saying
Who won
that.
the game, Deke? Who won the game? Steelers did, right? Who did not have a drop in the game? Najee didn't.
Are we sure?
Sure enough. He ain't dropped one.
I think you're right.
Yeah, he ain't dropped one.
I don't remember one.
Mm.
Fields just needs to keep it up.
Yeah.
He's playing good right now. But I'm not going to put him over Hurts.
That's crazy.
And I'm not going to put Najee over Barkley. Not at this moment.
So you're an Eagles fan, basically.
Not at all.
If you like the Eagles, say you like the Eagles. There ain't nothing wrong with it. If you like them, say you like them.
No, not at all.
It's cool. You got Kelly Green socks on or something, man? What's going on, man?
Would you take Fields over Mahomes?
Wow.
Are you a Chiefs
What
fan?
type of question is that? What do you,
Are you a Chiefs fan?
how you gonna ask that type of question, bro? What are you getting at, man?
It's how you phrased it to me.
The Chiefs are undefeated, aren't they? They won it, right?
They are.
Yeah, so that's not fair. They're undefeated. I'm just like Hurts lost.
But that's both of your team's rivals right there.
Whoa. Easy on the both of my teams. All right, just I don't like how you threw that out there. You just sound real slanderish. Yeah, man. I think that's a very different comparison. Like the Jalen Hurts and Justin Fields, I think that's apples to apples right there, man. One played them and won, one played them and lost. One played them didn't have a turnover, one played them did have a turnover. So and contract wise, you contract guy, big contract guy. So you would definitely say Justin Fields better.
He might be a better value this year. He might. But there are certain guys where you're not stressing as much about the money. You're just saying, I'm going to pay him. These guys are franchise guys. I'm going to live with it. I think Jalen Hurts is in that category. I think so.
I'd agree. as much as I'm not a big
four
Hurts guy, I
touchdowns
would
in the
agree,
Super
man.
Bowl. Like
Yeah.
that was a big deal.
And even yesterday, you can still see him. Like, he does certain things where you better respect him because he could do it with his legs, and he does have a good arm.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, his
respect.
down year last year, what he have almost like 40
Yeah,
total
it
touchdowns.
was like,
Still.
he's
Now a lot of them
still-
came from the tush push, but still.
But when you watch his tush push versus some of these other guys around the league doing tush pushes, our tush push ain't look like that just yet. Like his look
We don't
like,
even have one.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like, why not? We got Justin Fields.
And we got Zach Frazier now. They got to get the snaps
the snap situation.
figured out
Yeah,
first.
the snap situation is.
Let's
yeah.
walk before we can run.
I'm with you, bro. Yeah, no, none of that just
Get a
yet.
clean snap first.
Yeah, because I'm skittish every time he's under center right now. Just like, yeah, just get to the gun. We can make it work there. We got time to pick it up off the ground if it doesn't, if it's not on the same page.
Richard Arbizo says Diddy bought out all of Costco's baby oil inventory.
Hey, yo, you gotta chill, man. Diddy he's in the next part of his evaluation. We say it's the justice system. All right, so first you get an allegation. All right, then after that you get the grand jury. Okay, and it looks like now they're gonna try him. So this is what it comes down to. We're gonna find out, yay or nay. No different with Deshaun Watson and everybody else that then came through the court of law. May the odds be in whoever is the just and rightful person's favor. I ain't picking no sides. All right, yeah. But hopefully everything plays out the way it's supposed to play out. But shout out to the justice system. Big justice guy. Okay, big constitution guy. All right. Shout out to your amendments and your rights. And innocent until proven guilty, baby. All right. Because otherwise it could be a dangerous world we live in, man, if allegation means conviction. All right, so let him have his trial. Let him have his day in court. Let him have his day.
Adrian Martinez says the R1 is back and I'm back in the saddle again. Flipping off all the Steeler haters. LOL. No
Okay.
flipping off. Champs are just champs. Feared, hated, and respected. Love all. You all, Moats, Deke.
Let's go.
Chat. Lexi, Tony, and Michelle. 24-21.
I like it. You see, you start talking about the R1 being back. I threw that thing at 12 o'clock with me. Say, that's the when you got the Willie just. I'm trying to throw it. I'm afraid to ask AJ if he be doing that because AJ kind of gives me the vibes like he probably does do some of that trick, reckless. You know how dudes be.
Yeah.
Just stay safe out there, AJ. Whatever you doing, just stay safe while you're on that bike, man.
And then James Saturn asks, how would we feel about trading for John Mechie?
I would like it a lot. I liked Mechie when he was at Bama. I think I just like all Bama receivers, especially the real fast, speedy kind. And he was once a part of that congregation. So, yeah. And knowing that he was inactive, I did catch that as well. Shout out. Yeah. To me, it sounds like you don't need him. Sounds like it's a little crowded over there. Why you want that asset just sitting there going to waste? Let's take that up off your hands, man.
Right, at some point you
Take this conditional 6.
You gotta figure out something with him.
You want a conditional
Like he's
6?
deserving of a chance somewhere.
The only reason he wasn't having a normal start to his career was the cancer situation. But he's overcome that, put that behind him. So to me, yeah, I'm like, what's up with opportunity? Now, we can't determine the timing of how the Texans operated with bringing in a Nico Collins, bringing in a Tank Dell. You kind of get a chance to get a Stephon Diggs out of the blue, so to speak. Just so happened to now it's crowded. It's a little too crowded for him. So what's up? Can I get you with a 7th? That's a conditional. If he ball out, it goes to a 6 maybe. Goes to a 5th. I don't know.
Sure.
Because he was with a 2nd round? No.
He
was. A little bit, 2nd rounder, right? Yeah.
1,000-yard receiver at
Yeah.
Alabama.
I would
Looked
like
good
it a
in
lot.
preseason this
I
year.
already know, yeah. I would like it a lot, man. I feel like the further he gets removed from that gear, the better he's going to be. Because it wasn't a leg injury, you know what I mean? Where you like watch him and now it's like, yo, he's altered in that sense. This was, a little bit different.
Right.
But shout out to the fact he was able to overcome him. And we've also seen in the sense of, when I think of James Conner, another guy who had to endure treatments, radiation, and stuff like that. You saw his body has still handled it and held up throughout this process, even years after him being here with us, where people were questioning, oh, is it because of this? That's why he's bumped up a little bit. It's like, nah, he's still playing at a high level, man. So that's the other part that kind of makes me feel even more confident that he can still continue to grow and get better and will be durable down the stretch.
Aaron dropped 99 cents.
I was just showing a little love, man. I ain't tripping on that. Shout out to you, man. We appreciate you from the heart. I like it, baby.
And we got some breaking news.
Oh, talk to me, man. What you got?
A reunion.
Uh-oh. Reunited and it feels so good. What you got from who back in the fold, man? Is it Matt Canada? Who is it?
No.
Kenny Pickett?
No.
Mason Rudolph?
No.
All right, hold on. Joe Hayden?
No.
Steven Nelson?
No.
Huh.
Yeah, you're in the right vicinity on those last two guesses.
So defense. Okay. All right. Hold on. Mark Barron. No, we don't need a linebacker.
Dude.
We don't need a linebacker. All right. Oh, what's your man? The Kello. Is it Kello?
No, that wouldn't have been a terrible call.
Okay. All right.
Guy was here same time as Akella.
Who am I forgetting?
Competing
bro?
for the same spot on the roster, really. Competing for the same chance to be out there and play.
All right, hold on. We already got Sutton back. Not Marlette. No. Because he was in it. Who am I forgetting, bro? Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Who am I forgetting? Hold on. Who am I forgetting, bro?
James Pierre Island.
Pierre, he was. Oh, my gosh.
Back on the
Pierre
practice
was
squad.
here. Jeez, how did I forget Pierre? He's back. Okay, shout out to Pierre. He's just happening. I like that. Shout out to Pierre Island. I was about to say Levi Wallace. I think he was about to be the next Dave I had. I'm like, but Levi's employed. He was just playing.
He was released by the Commanders on August 27th. So
oh, wow. So he's just been sitting.
Yeah.
What year is this for Pierre? Is this year 4 for him or year 5? Because,
one of those two.
Yeah, because that's part of it.
2020 draft.
Yeah, so they call it the vested veteran situation. Basically, this is like smart business by ownership. It janky for players. So when you get to that vested part where you get, let me check his years. Yep.
This is going on 5.
Yep. So after his 4th season in the league, man, you become a vested veteran. So once you're vested, obviously you get your benefits package, all that other stuff for like retirement. But what it also means is if you're on the active roster on week 1, your contract for that season is fully guaranteed. That's like the back door to, I don't want to fully guarantee your contract, on paper. If you're a vested veteran, all I got to do is be active week 1 and I'm good for the year. So if they aren't, fans of those type of players and they don't feel like, this is a surefire thing, I want him a part of this, you wait until after week 1 and then you bring guys in. So in our case, you can see not only we waited multiple weeks around the league, you kind of waited because it's like, now when you bring them in, it's a week-to-week basis. So you keep guys from feeling entitled or not wanting to work, or in some cases where you might start the year off, you feeling confident, then you want to make a switch, and he's like, F you, my money's guaranteed. This prevents that type of stuff, at least how the ownership sees it. From our perspective, we like, bro, why y'all playing with these people money, man? Keep them on the roster. You was going to sign them anyways. Why you playing? But that's just, how it is sometimes. But shout out to him, though, man. I like Pierre, bro. He a dog. He is going to play with great effort. He is going to hit. He's smart as heck. We know he can play in the secondary. He can give us special teams as well.
I think that's probably the main reason we're signing him, to be the gunner.
Yeah, but I can see that. He was gunning for us before. He'd give us special teams, man. He's fast. And he runs hard. He will hit you.
We haven't been that good in that area first 2 weeks.
I would also agree with that. I would agree. I like it.
So he might get a chance.
I like it. And it keeps him in a helmet. So why is that important? If injuries happen at any point in time and it's at an inconvenient time, meaning in the game, you at least feel confident that you have some more depth at that position. A guy that has started in this league for us. Obviously, we know he wasn't a full-time starter and wasn't an elite player, but he's still a good enough player, varsity player. And we should feel confident that if it got down to him being our 5th best dude, kind of like we joked about before, it's like, yeah, that's more appropriate than him being your 2nd best corner. And I think with this signing, man, I like it.
Yeah, I mean, if you need him in a pinch, I think he could play out there and get you out of a stadium.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking specifically for like playing cornerback.
Yeah.
If you need him out there for a majority of the time. Obviously, we're injured, we're banged up, but he's just a good guy to have.
Yeah.
For depth purposes, and he's pretty good at special teams too.
Yeah, I would agree.
I'm surprised we didn't get him earlier, but what you were saying
That's the
is
money
probably
part.
a big reason why. And maybe we did want to see what a Darius Rush could do and some of these other new guys before we went out and went for a retread.
Both of those things I think are very much true. Because you do want to see the one, but you don't want to see the one at the expense of I got to guarantee his money either. So I can respect it. Like I said, it sucks for the guy like Pierre because you lose a game check, essentially in this case 2 game checks, right? But at the same time, you get an opportunity. You know your money ain't guaranteed, but get it how you live, man. You know, prove it every week, put it on tape in practice, and make them have to make difficult decisions as it pertains to, you know, them keep you on the roster or not.
Tons of fun. It says Coach T is bringing officials into Steelers practice on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday to work on penalties.
Yeah.
Denver, 10 penalties for 78 yards. Atlanta, 9 penalties for 60 yards.
Yeah, this isn't new for Coach Tomlin. Every year he does this at the beginning of the season because at the beginning of the season is when you're always the most highly penalized. Why? Because dudes are getting into shape. Dudes are getting used to playing against other high-end talented guys. The speed of play from preseason to the regular season, there is a nice substantial uptick. And yeah, it takes time to get fully acclimated to that. Also, the referees, they're getting acclimated to it because if you think it's fast for us that are down there playing it, it's even faster for them officials as they're trying to watch it. So they're getting back into the speed of things because for them, they've been doing what? It's not like we have spring football leagues, right? You might do a XFL, but their rules are still a little bit different than NFL rules, collegiate, high school games. So for those guys, they're getting themselves back into this thing. We know they're not full-time officiating. So, I mean, in this sense, man, I do like it with Coach T. I know we call them the Foot Locker referees. You know, they come in there and it's like, yo, don't call nothing that I don't want to call today. But they do a good job, man. We like them a lot, man. It's usually the same crew, too, man. So salute them homies over there. So I like it. You can't say he's not doing, you know, things to I guess, offset the negativity right now. And I do like that. Don't just tell us that we got, you know, penalties and don't do nothing about it.
He said
like,
it was unacceptable.
Yeah, you said he got some
Do
issues.
something
Do
about
something.
it. Right.
Yeah, that's just him doing something. He's like, yo, I'll bring them officials in. Now,
don't just be doing the same thing at least.
Yeah.
Because that's the definition of insanity.
Oh, facts.
It's not working, but we're going to keep doing the same thing, expect different results.
Facts, man.
At least this is something new.
Facts. But I say the goal is definitely, you know, you get it just once a week. That's when you know you're doing good and he just come on Friday. But right now, Monday, Thursday, Friday is like, or Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is like, yeah, bro, he ain't happy with us right now. And them officials be throwing all the flags. He's like, bro, he ain't paying you extra to throw that flag, man. Stop it. You know, let it be like that, man.
This comment comes out of nowhere from Nick Donegan, 23.
Oh, okay.
Just
Shout
says,
out to
ask
Nick.
TG, are you going to buy a 22 jersey now or wait for the trade / on sale?
Hey, yo.
Huh?
That is tough.
That's just out of nowhere.
Dang, that's tough.
This isn't coming off a game where Jaylen Warren had a $150.
I was like, yo.
Najee struggled. I don't think there's...
I thought Nas looked good.
Yeah, I don't think there's a big, like,
What Najee done?
trade Najee slogan or energy going on right now.
Dang. Shout out to Naj, man. I didn't know he caught a strike.
That's kind of the furthest thing from my mind.
Naj just enjoying his off day on Tuesday. Maybe he's doing yoga right now. Maybe he's being mindful and demure or something like that. And instead, he catching a straight, man. That's crazy, Nick. That's crazy. I like it. Okay.
So that's it for Supers. You want to talk about Tomlin stuff from his press conference today?
Do we I actually hadn't even a chance to peek over there just yet.
What?
I didn't get a chance to peek.
I got some stuff.
Oh, you do? All right. Well, I mean, it's 3:34. We got about 10.
There's nothing really anything crazy.
Hey, look, man. Hey, look, hold on. We got 10 minutes. Let's do it. All right. Let me get the right graphic up real quick because you know we had to. Oh, or not. See, I was over here. This what happened, Deke. So what happened was I was getting a massage and then it finished and that's when you kind of like walked in, bro. All right. So I'm a little flustered. Let me. Can I get back? All right. Just give me a second, man. All right. Now let's get this thing going. All right. Producer Moats hat. Boom. Yes. Coach Tomlin press conference. Man, what was he talking about, man? Give me something good. Let's have some conversations. And y'all hit that like button one time also, man. Don't forget to subscribe either if you are new to the channel.
We have an update on the week 3 quarterback.
Okay.
Tomlin
What'd he say?
said we are readying ourselves around Justin. We'll stay in that mindset until something happens. Hypotheticals are a waste of time.
Okay.
Pretty much the same message there.
Okay. Respect. He said, yo, Russ ain't healthy, so leave me alone. Don't ask me if he is healthy next week. He's not healthy today. What if Fields plays well? Don't ask me if Fields plays well. The game ain't today. But what if he don't play well? Don't ask me if he don't play well. The game ain't today.
So Fields is starting.
Basically,
From
you know
my
what this means.
standpoint.
You know what this means, bro. Fields is starting, bro.
Fields is starting.
100% Fields starting this week, man. If you don't think Fields starting this week, man, you tripping. Unless Russ coming down there on Thursday with a healed up calf and he's taking 100% of the reps row, I just don't see it, man.
Oh, even with that, that means he didn't take all the reps on Wednesday, right?
Something's gonna
I think even if Russ gets healthy by Thursday or Friday, we still might just go with Russ for another week because
or go with Fields another week. Yeah,
that's what I mean. Yeah. Just because Russ doesn't have as much time practicing and
essentially you're
doing stuff with the offense as
you
Fields.
would be putting the offense in the same scenario that you did week 1, just reversing it because week 1 we were preparing with Russ and then last minute went to Fields. If you do it this week, then you're preparing with Fields early on. End of the week, you switching up to Russ. Like, yo, let's just stay in one direction. And after that, then reassess. But you don't want to do the herky-jerky, the back and forth, man, because it kills your rhythm as a team. It kills your leadership in the sense of who is the voice that we're following. Like, we always need somebody. Who is our guy?
He also was asked about the petty game ball that
Shout out to the
they gave
game
to
ball.
Russ Wilson.
Shout out.
And one of the quotes that came out of that was, I can't give you all the ingredients to the hot dog.
Oh. Hey, say what?
You might not like it.
Hey, yo. Coach T, what's going on, man?
So, I'll
That's
do
a
the
new
full
one.
quote.
That's a new one.
Here's
That's
the
a new
full
one.
quote for you.
That's a new one because he dropped the quote last week, and I was just like, Coach, I wasn't dying. That was a lot. So let me hear about this hot dog ingredient.
He said, it's none of your businesses. There are certain things that go on among teams that I don't talk about. Whether it gets out or how it gets out is unimportant to me, and I'm not overly guarded against it. But there's just certain things as a leader that I talk to the collective about that I have zero intentions of sharing with the larger public because it's about our collective and how we come together and how we appreciate and support one another. And I can't give you all the ingredients to the hot dog. You might not like it. So that's the full quote.
Shout out.
Full context.
Shout out. So we got the ingredients to the hot dog this week. I think last week he said it was more meat left on the growth bone. It's 2024 Coach T, man. He's on one right now. He's on one. Respect, man. Respect.
We also got some quotes on Broderick.
Yo, let's talk. What'd he say?
I'm going to give Broderick an opportunity to rebound. He's a talented young player. I'm sure he suffered some disappointment in terms of Troy starting. It's a natural thing, but he has to move past it, and I have to give him an opportunity to move past it as a leader. We'll get into this week. We'll let participation be our guide, and the quality of participation for both guys be our guide in terms of how we divvy up this week. It's a new week. I don't like the sound of that.
I do not either. But it also sounds like Broderick isn't all the way healthy, the way that he keeps sounding. But at the same time, I don't know, bro, because he did say he's going to give him another opportunity, man.
I was hoping he meant like 5 weeks down the line, 6 weeks down the line.
He
when
sounded like he's
Broderick's
talking
healthy.
like this week. Like you about to do the back and forth again.
Yeah.
That was kind of hot to get.
Whenever you listen to the last part of what he said there, he's talking about we'll let participation be our guide, blah, blah, blah. That sounds sooner rather than later, which I'm not a fan of.
Yeah.
But now Fiotone is listed as a start on the depth chart.
You know how late in the week we got the report about Troy potentially getting the start, and then Dan Moore kind of confirmed it. When did we get the report about them rotating the tackles?
It was like the day of.
That's what I'm saying. I don't ever remember hearing that except when I turned the TV on that day, and it was like
I was just looking for Steeler news during the 1 o'clock games, and I see that, and I almost puked. I was
seriously,
like,
I was like, what do you mean rotate these dudes? So that's what I'm just trying to see, like, listening to see if they're going to say that at any point in time again this week. because man, that was I wasn't a fan of that one.
I'm not really seeing much else.
Well, he gave us a hot dog reference. Shout out to the hot dog ingredients, man. I like it. That was a new one. I ain't heard that one before. I like it. I mean, he on one. You know how he is. He's in rare form right now. He giving you just enough, but not anything.
What other drama or hard-hitting topics are there right now, though?
You can ask him about receiver. He's not going to give you any of that. He's going to say, I'm only concerned about the guys that are currently here that I'm coaching.
Yeah, I think we're in a good spot.
The Broderick Troy situation, we needed that answer. He kind of gave us that.
Just really that and quarterback.
Health perspective, everybody's still healthy.
We got the bonus question about the petty game ball.
Yeah, shout out to the petty game ball.
I don't think anyone was expecting that, but there you go. You
Shout out
got
to
a
the
quotable
petty
from
game ball.
that.
I like it, man.
We're in a good spot. We're pretty steady.
I like it. Not too much drama either. It's like a healthy amount of drama, but not like over the top drama. So I like it. It's good. We're in a good place. Good place.
Tons of fun. Says Big Ben says he's been liking Justin Fields.
You did say that earlier.
Yeah.
Hey, man, if 7 like him, like I said, man, I trust the quarterbacks. All right? I didn't play quarterback in this league. That's why when Charlie has his views, I'd be like, all right, I rocks with C-Batch on this. So trust me, if 7 is saying this, yes, I'm going to rock with 7, all right? 7 likes him, I like him then, all right?
So you're in on Fields. If
solely, as it stands today, solely because 7 said
Russ and Fields healthy.
No.
No, he said that.
No. I'm just simply saying this is solely because 7 said it. That's the only reason. I've already told you my stance on it, but I'm not about to act like I know more than a quarterback. That's always been my stance. So if the guy that plays it says he wants that, then I'm going to just rock with what he's saying. That's what I'm saying. Team guy. Cogging the wheel.
So if you were the coach.
I've already told you my answer.
So you're going with Russ, though?
You said if everybody's healthy. I've already given you that.
Okay.
Right. But we're talking in this situation right now. 7 say, hey, stick with Fields. I don't know more than 7 at quarterback. So if he's seeing it and he's saying, yo, I like this, I want that, I'm rolling with 7, man. 7 had me in a lot of stadiums, bro.
But you would still go with Russ if you were.
Yeah, this is different
coach.
though.
If you were the coach making the decision.
If Arthur Moats is making a decision, Arthur Moats is going with Russell Wilson.
Okay.
You said they both healthy. They currently are both healthy. But if they are both healthy, yeah, I'm going to go with the guy because this one I've already known what he could do. That's all. But
7 did say both healthy.
7 say right here. Hey, this is what 7 saying. So I told you why.
Would you hire him as your quarterback advisor?
Who,
if you're the coach?
Yes. Yeah. Do you know more about quarterback than Ben Roethlisberger?
I know quarterback.
Do you know more
about
quarterback than Ben Roethlisberger? No.
Ben just confirmed.
You walking around the question.
Knowledge.
You're walking around the question. Do you, Deke, know more about quarterback than Ben Roethlisberger?
It's probably 7 and then me.
No. Do you know more than Ben?
That's what I just said. I would have 7 above me.
See,
in terms of quarterback knowledge.
It was a simple yes or no.
And I would be
just
after
simple
7.
yes or no. So you say you don't know more than 7. All right, that's all that matters, man.
But I know enough about quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I know enough. I'm up there.
Respect.
I think 7. I think 7's opinion just confirmed my knowledge of quarterbacks is in the right vicinity, in the right area.
All right, respect, man. Respect to you.
It was just good to see. I was like, all right. Ben knows ball, obviously. I know ball.
There it is.
It adds up.
There it is.
Not much more to it.
There it is.
AJ Martinez, I love 7, but the pick 6 to start the Green Bay Super Bowl was a disaster.
Ooh.
We should have beat Green Bay by 14. But he got us 2, and he was sabotaged, hence sabotage 7. There was a pick in that game?
Oh. Dig, you got the best Steelers memory. What happened? What is he talking about? I don't even remember this game. What happened? What was this? What's the pick he's talking about, man?
I think the O-line.
He say pick 6?
Yeah, I think the O-line.
Who scored it? Who scored? What was the 6? Who scored?
I don't know. It's a blur. Ben threw a pick in that game.
I'm asking you. You remember every little beat, all the details. That's why we like, yo, I don't remember this one, but they said 7 was a part of it, so I ain't know. That was blurred. That's in the Super Bowl. He said.
Yeah,
You forgot plays in the
happened
Super
early.
Bowl
It happened early.
from 7? It's no way you, of all people, forgot any play from 7 in the game. You just broke down the AFC Championship plays to me, man. Think about that. You broke down the AFC Championship sequence to me, man.
Listen, okay. If you want to know about this play, I'll tell you about this play. It happened early. I think the O-line let a lot of Green Bay Packers defenders through. Ben didn't have much time. He was trying to make a play, and Green Bay guy came down with it, and
who was the
we
guy?
missed some tackles on the way for him returning it.
Who caught the pick six?
I honestly don't remember.
Oh. Was he a fast guy at least? Or was he like a big lineman or linebacker?
I think they had good safeties. I think it was a
because that's what
notable
Woodson,
name.
they had Sam
He got hurt
Shields
in the
over
middle
there.
of the Super Bowl.
He broke the collarbone. I
Yeah.
remember that. Yeah.
It wasn't Woodson. Who was that?
Was McKenzie still out there then? Or no?
No, it wasn't him. I don't remember who it was. But I think he was good.
Okay.
I think he was rated in the 90s on Madden.
Respect to that, man.
But anyway, that was early. Line could have done better. Not only in protecting Ben, but probably even trying to tackle the guy, returning it back. Line could have done better there. Receivers could have done better trying to tackle him, too. Ben was just trying to make a play, man.
Respect, man. Respect, bro.
Either way, that was early in the game.
And they
Ben let us
scored on
back.
it, though?
What?
It really picked. It was a pick six.
I think so.
Yeah, man. All right. Shout out. I missed that, man.
It happens. Brady's thrown pick six in the Super Bowl before, too. Because what we really need to focus on is the comeback and all the good things that happened after that pick six to get us in position to win the game. And then that was thrown up in smoke. There's a certain game flow.
Oh,
that's how you gotta
that's what it was.
grade games, look at games. It's not it's not about what exactly happens. First series, second series. It's like there's more to a game.
For sure. Because they ran back that fumble, right? No, I don't know. I just know the fumble happened. I don't know the details of it. I actually never even seen that play. I just know everybody
Are you
like.
serious?
I told you I won't watch the Super Bowls like that because I won't in them.
You
I
want
was
me to pull
pissed,
it up
bro.
after this? I'll pull up the fumble. I'll
Like,
pull
let me
up
see
the
sequence.
Santonio play too.
Yeah. Because like when I tell you I'm dead serious, like bro, when we be having these interviews talking, I'm like, this is new to me because like I wasn't watching the Drake's like that, bro. Especially when I was active playing and we ain't going. I ain't got time for none of that, bro. Yeah, and that was my rookie year. That's yeah. I was really low key sick. I'm like, my man's is on the squad.
I'm still surprised you haven't seen the fumble though after all this time.
Nah, and I
We've
told
talked
you
about it on the podcast.
I've talked to Mendenhall multiple times, and he vented about it, and I'm just like, dang, bro, like this is crazy. But I've never seen the play. Not that I could like.
Do you want to see it?
Yes and no. Yes, because I'm always curious when everybody's talking. Like even when Tone talk, like I've seen the catch, like the Super Bowl catch in the end zone because they play all the highlights of it. But when you talk about, like, I've never seen the drive. I never saw the drop. Never seen any of it.
Not even the drive. I've told you to watch the drive.
You told me about the drive. I know you told me about the
drive.
drive. You told me about the drive multiple times. You told me about the drop. I'm like, bro, I've never seen any. I've just seen the catch. I've seen the catch in the back of the end zone, bro.
Man.
Yeah, it's real, bro. I need to check them out though, because
Well,
I feel
do you want to? This is almost like me when watching Friday. Coming to America.
It's kind of crazy, but I'm gonna watch these. Like for certain, I'm gonna watch them. I definitely am.
I don't know. It's been a while.
It has been a while.
And those aren't any investments. Those are 20 seconds of your time.
I know. I feel like I'll forget though, and then we'll do the interview, and I'll be like, "Dang, I knew I wanted to watch this for something." Like even when we talk to C Batch at times, he'll bring up the Ravens. I'm just like, I've heard the stories of it, but I've never watched it. I've never seen it. Yeah,
you grinded that one out.
Yeah, man. So it's like I'm working on my Steelers. It's a lot of Steelers history I had to catch up on, man. All right, it was a lot. I've had multiple stops along this journey. So, I learned about some blue and red history first. Then I had to learn black and gold history. Thought about learning some of that red and white history. And I was like, I'm cool. I know about Tillman. That's enough. Came back. So, yeah.
They don't have much.
I learned about Tillman. Came back. That's what I said.
That's really it.
Yeah.
Now, you could look back on the Kurt Warner, Fitzgerald era. That's really it.
Yeah.
They don't have any really tradition or history.
And that's let's celebrate what could have. Still hits a little bit
Carson
different.
Palmer had a cool year that one time.
Mm-hmm. You catch what I'm saying? heck, if I want that, I go to Buffalo. Buffalo give me 4 of them in a row. It hits a little harder. That's all.
They made a documentary on it. They
Come
made
on,
30
man.
for
It hits
30.
way harder, bro. It hits way harder. Yeah.
All right, we got a couple more, or no, one more chat here. AJ Martinez says the only quarterback as bad as the Panthers QB is Pickett. I thought AJ was a Pickett guy.
Yikes. AJ, I almost like that comment, man. You about to get me publicly in trouble, man. Stop that, man. Dude.
That was your knee-jerk reaction?
No.
That was your initial reaction?
It was, I liked AJ. It was an AJ comment. I was like, it's AJ. I'm like, and then I had to process what he said. I'm like, oh, I can't like that. That's not a good look.
Saw it was like,
that's not a good look, bro. I had to take. I took the light back. All right, I took it back. I'm sorry. I couldn't. Yeah, this is bad for the morale. All right, we don't put that out there. It's not how we do it.
I see you didn't like AJ Martinez's comment about the 7 pick 6 either. That's a good thing. Yeah.
Well, because man,
no reason to like
7
that.
broke him on, man.
I don't even know if it happened.
There we go. He threw it to John Cena. I ain't see anything. All right, I ain't see nothing. So it's perfect, man. But shoot, other than that, man, I like it. It was a vibe. It's been a vibe. I think we good. Shout out to AJ.
No way, Pickett's. Come on, man.
That's tough.
That's actually a bad take.
Tough.
It's a bad take.
The Panthers are pretty bad.
Pickett's better than Tua. Like I'm telling you, if the Dolphins want to resurrect their season here, they should trade for Pickett.
See, every time you say that, when you was siding with 7 of your quarterback talk, we was like, all right, we can follow you. But now you said that Katie's better than Tua. It's like, hold on, Deke. How you get to that one?
I'll give him a handful of guys right now. He's better than Levis for sure. I'd say better than Tua.
How do you get to Tua? Kenny combined hasn't even thrown what Tua has done in like one season. You put
he would down in that system.
No, there's no guarantee of that. If that's the case, Skylar Thompson could.
No, he can't.
What's the difference?
Big difference.
Oh, all right.
Kenny's a winning quarterback in this league.
Ooh, okay.
Who else? I'd take him over Brissett.
Brissett's a winning quarterback in this league,
Brissett,
too.
I don't know about that.
He wins. Yes, he does.
I don't know what his
He
record
wins.
is. I don't think it's
Brissett
I don't think it's winning.
Brissett's, yeah, and I know
I'll
statistically,
give him,
I think
I'll give him,
statistically his numbers will be better too, man.
I'll give him, he's
Yeah.
looking decent right now. I'll give him that.
Okay. I know you said Kirk Cousins. I know you always take Kenny over Kirk. I already know that. I already know you told me that. You've told me that numerous times.
I won't do that right now.
No.
I won't do that right now.
Wow, that's
I'll give
wild.
Kirk his respect after Monday night.
That is wild. Wow.
I'll give him some respect. Yeah.
Okay. What about Sam Darnold? He give respect
No,
to?
I'm not taking Pickett over Donald. No,
Okay.
Donald looks good.
You used to hate Sam Darnold too.
I think Pickett would work out in that Viking system though.
Would he be better than Sam Darnold in that system?
I think he'd be good. I don't know. Sam Darnold's playing really good. So, whatever that means.
You said that.
I'm not saying I would take Pickett over Donald right now.
That Pickett could do better in Tua's situation in Miami.
Yeah.
So if he
I
was
think Donald's
in
better than Tua. How about that?
Oh my God! What?
How about that?
Why are you cursing and talking all reckless? Like that's Sam Darnold over Tua. Come on, D. You gotta stop that, man. Not Darnold. Why
Look at
him?
those first 2 weeks. Darnold's got a good coach. He's got some receivers. Looks good. He's bombing them down the field to Jefferson. I don't think Tua's making that throw to Jefferson.
Yes, he is. He does it to Tyreek.
No, he's not.
He does it to Tyreek. He does it to Tyreek. What are we talking about?
It's more when Tyreek's only like 30, 40 yards
No,
there. Tyreek catches
man.
it, gets the run after.
No,
That thing was bombed down the field.
Tua is gonna
That
put
type
that
of throw
ball
would be
out there, man.
underthrown if it was Tua because of how far Jefferson was down the
Tua
field.
is going to complete the bombs, man. He got Tyreek. He got Jalen. He know how to do that. He maximized both of them dudes, man. It ain't the prettiest, but he get it out there.
Who else is out there?
Yeah,
Yeah, so there are a few. What'd I say? A handful?
Yeah, give him a couple
3,
names.
4? Yeah.
What about Baker? How you feel Baker?
I can't say that.
Ooh,
Can't. Baker's playing good.
Okay. I need to get your top 10 quarterback list while you're in the moment. Jeez. You're talking real different right now, bro. I need to know something. Like, it was.
We could do it. I can have a week 2 updated top 10 quarterbacks.
Seriously, man. Like,
I would have.
How you feel, bro? Like,
so remember, I was talking week 1. I had like a T5. Was it?
Yeah. You did, yeah.
With Burrow, Lamar. Burrow's back, unfortunately. So
he did look good.
it would be Mahomes now. It'd be Mahomes, Allen. I would probably put Burrow at 3. I'd actually.
Wow.
Because I think Burrow's back. I don't think he's
so
by the
if
injury
Burrow
anymore.
is back and he's healthy, you like healthy Burrow over healthy Lamar?
Yeah. Yeah. Now,
man,
we got some issues with Stafford being in the top 5.
Ooh.
I don't even think that's a hot take. That's just, I think Burrow's better than Lamar.
All right.
Burrow 3. Now I got an issue with Stafford here.
Okay. Let me hear it.
Because this season's not going to go well for him.
It's 2 weeks. It's just 2 weeks.
In a vacuum,
2 weeks,
though,
man.
I still got to have him up here somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to have to drop him down a little bit. So it's between Rodgers and Lamar for 4. I think Rodgers is...
Come
He's
on,
getting back.
bro. Come
He's
on.
getting
Are
back.
you serious? You got Rodgers over Lamar right now? Off of these 2 games? These 2 games?
He looks good.
What Lamar look like?
He's looking good.
You saw Lamar week 1?
Yeah.
That
yeah.
ain't count?
I mean, we're talking about between 4 and 5. I got Lamar in the top 5. This isn't a disrespect for putting Aaron Rodgers over Lamar Jackson.
It is.
It's not at all.
It is. Rodgers old right now. Rodgers ain't got that just yet. I'm still
I
trying
think
to
I had
more.
Rodgers even higher on,
You
my,
did,
on my first
and
list.
I ain't like that one either.
So Lamar's probably, I'd probably do Rodgers 4, Lamar 5, Stafford. This is tough now with Stafford. I don't know what to do with him.
Stafford's still a good player, man.
I know, but this is about to be a disaster.
Stafford on the bad list. Stafford falling down like this, man. At least let him play bad for a couple more weeks. Like, come on, man. You can't just knock him off just because the injuries around him. Like, give him a chance to fight, D.
I know, that's the
Give
tough
him a chance
part
to
because
fight.
if he had his weapons, he's fine. He's still in that top 5, top 6.
Give him a chance to fight. Let him fight. Can he fight?
I'll give you that top 5. How about that?
Just let him fight,
I
man.
don't think I got the bandwidth right now to go through
perfect,
6
bro.
to 10.
That's perfect, man.
I think Stafford's dropped out of the top 5, though.
Okay.
I think I still got to keep him in the top 10.
I like that. I like it.
It's unfortunate, too, because Super Bowl champion. He was awesome in week 1. Looks like he's still got it. But
no Trevor?
he is third string O lineman there. No.
No Stroud?
No, I don't think I had him, and I don't think I had Lawrence in the top 10 whenever I did the week 1 list. Did I?
No Stroud.
Stroud I did. Stroud I had in the top 10. I think I had him at 8 or 9. Yeah, he's still in there. Stroud's in there. Herbert's still in there. I guess I got to keep Purdy in there.
Oh,
Let's see what
I
he
was about to
does.
say, what about Purdy?
Let's see what he
he's one of
does
them
these
ones.
next few weeks. No Debo, no McCaffrey. Let's see what he does. But he's still in the top 10.
Okay.
Got to keep him there. Just because he had a loss, I'm not going to dump him out. Who else? Jordan. I was talking about Jordan Love.
Jordan Love. He's coming back though. He's supposed to be coming
hurt,
back.
So yeah, maybe we're talking about like Kyler Murray at that 10 spot.
Where's your boy Phil's at? You ain't say his name.
I told you he's around 15ish. I think right now.
Okay.
Maybe he's playing like a top 15 quarterback. Keep it up.
Darnold.
You'll find your spot in the top 10. No.
How you gonna say no? You just compliment how
Too
well
early.
he's playing.
Yeah, he's playing great. He's playing like a top 10 quarterback. You got to keep it up more than
Okay.
just 2 weeks.
Okay. Trying to think which quarterback am I forgetting? I feel like I'm forgetting a quarterback because you said Kyler already. Talk stat. Golf. That's the one. I was like, yo, who's I'm forgetting? Golf. What about him?
I don't think I had him in the top 10.
But I'm saying based off of the first 2 games.
He hasn't really looked that good, in my opinion.
Okay. Well, last one I'll throw out there is Baker. He's been looking really good.
Not 10 just yet. Not 10 material just yet.
You saw what he just did on the road? They were in the NFC Championship game last year with the lead. And he went into Detroit.
He played all right. Didn't play as good as week 1. Played good.
He threw touchdown.
Keep it up a little bit more. Keep it up a little more.
You don't like Baker, bro. I can't believe you don't like Baker, man. You really don't like Baker. Like, you don't like him, man. It's like, yo,
I just think he's
you don't
limited.
like him.
I was never scared of him whenever the Steelers played him.
That's because he woke
Actually,
up
I
feeling
loved
dangerous.
I loved when the Steelers played
He
him
wasn't all the way
because you knew we were
dangerous
getting
then.
2 or 3 picks, and
Nah. He
we were
dangerous
coming away
now,
with
man.
a 30-point win for the most
Listen,
part.
Baker waking up at that water in Tampa and he's feeling dangerous for real this time. Not that progressive dangerous. He ain't got no insurance no more, man. He bought that life now. I like Baker in Tampa. I think he fits perfect down there. It's like you're never gonna be better than Brady, so I think that like makes it perfect for him. Whereas in Cleveland, it's like, yo, can you save us? Can you be LeBron?
Yeah, it's a shame they got rid of him. They were meant for each other.
But we like it better this way. It's way more fun having the quarterback carousel.
Yeah,
and
it's a way bigger
it's way better.
disaster.
It's way better right now. It's way better.
Tyler from the 334 says, do you know Boi Deke? with that overthrow to Pickens.
No.
It was a lead pass. We just weren't on the same page.
That's it, man. Miscommunication,
I think he
man.
slowed up a little bit, too.
Miscommunication. Like it. All right, we have 2 final ones real quick. I'm going to read these. AJ Martinez says, I only race 55, no tricks well. I only race 55, no tricks well. Not too many. Okay. So he's saying he only races on the R1 bike. He doesn't do too many of the tricks. He doesn't know too many of them too well, but he knows a couple of them. I like it. Stay safe. I don't mind you racing it as long as you're on the right place. You know what I'm saying? Safety first. Respect on that. And then last was Debbie Leah. Shout out to Debbie Leah. She says, would Mahomes look good in Carolina?
Yeah.
Low-key, I think, yeah, because I don't feel like all of that is on the full Carolina offense. I do see where the parts when you watch Bryce Young, he's missing the routine stuff. Kind of the same way I would have my critique of Kenny at times. I would say you got to make certain routine plays to keep the rhythm, to keep the flow, to keep the drive going. Bryce Young's doing the same thing. Difference was I felt like with Bryce, footwork, man, he all over the place, and I feel like he can't see. I'm watching my man in the pocket, like jumping up on his tippy toes dang near to throw the ball. I think that's bad on bad right now. So he has to figure out that part. Drew Brees figured it out. So I would say, man, go look at Drew Brees tape. Go watch Russell Wilson tape, man. Any of those 6 foot or short quarterbacks, Kyler Murray, and see their launch points, see how they do well with it, man.
Brees would be the best example because Young's not as athletic as Russ or Kyler Murray.
Fair.
Yeah, look at what Brees did.
That's real. But that's, kind of how I feel about that one, man. But I like it, baby. I like it. Anything left on the back end from your side, man?
I want to say this about Mahomes.
Say what you got to say then, man.
Mahomes might not be Mahomes if he came into the league and went to this Carolina situation.
Respect on that.
Yeah, sometimes your surroundings help you out or hurt you.
So what is Bryce
I
Young?
think Mahomes is still. I think Mahomes is Herbert-esque on the Panthers, though.
Okay, I can see that.
How Herbert's first few years, like you could see the greatness.
Talent,
you could see that he's not exactly the one holding the team back. It's the surroundings, the coach, the defense, injuries, all that other stuff, and it's just not working. Yeah. So I think the same thing would be. I think we would see that he's a guy. He's a top 10 guy, top 5 type of guy, but he needs some more help around him, just like anyone does. It is a team sport, right?
I respect.
It's like the ultimate team sport.
But like you say, where you get drafted matters. Because I wonder if Bryce Young got to hit the lottery and fall into Kansas City with Alex Smith there so you can sit. You got an Andy Reid, a Bieniemy. You got the weapons early on. And then once you get nice, now the weapons leave, but you already have settled in and we know who you are. Because we would also agree, the offense how it is now is different than when Mahomes first came in and was younger. But I don't know if this version is, giving him the same level of coming into this league in the first 2 years and setting it on fire. I don't think this is the group that would have done that. But because it's flipped how it is, I think it's like perfect timing for it.
And I don't think Bryce Young is doing what Mahomes is doing under Andy Reid, though.
Yeah,
I just don't think he's as good of a player.
That's fair. I like it, man.
So, maybe Bryce Young does look a little bit better, but it's not. I don't think it's close to what Mahomes is doing with Andy Reid.
Nah, I like it then, man.
Maybe he's just an Alex Smith. I think that would be Bryce Young's comp.
No. Alex Smith, man, got Pro Bowls in him. So
wrong with that, man. Maybe if Bryce Young came in the right situation and stuff, like, he's a solid starter. Yeah, I don't see him doing what Mahomes is doing there.
I like it then,
with all due respect.
I like it. They want me to ask you about Kenny in that same scenario, but we ain't
going with Reid.
Come on,
sure he
man.
does well. I'm sure he does well. You give Kenny as a rookie Andy Reid instead of Canada, I'm sure it's fine. I mean,
Alex Smith type or Mahomes type?
We'll say in between.
Okay.
I won't go full Mahomes.
But closer to Mahomes than Alex Smith, though, in your eyes.
We'll just say a 50-50 split.
I like your humility. I like your humility today, bro. I like that.
We'll say that.
I like that. All right. Well, with that being the case, man, that will do it for today's show. But we appreciate the heck out of y'all rocking out with us. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the Santonio Holmes interview. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. But either way, y'all stay safe out there, wherever you are. And until next time, baby.
Peace.